Yo, what go on, people? It's your boy Jason Gooner back again with some more live content. You don't know, it's the late night show. Friday night before the Premier League, of course, before all the weekend matches. We're definitely, as you see in the title, going to be discussing a few topics tonight. Not sure how long the show going to run for, but as I said, we're just going to run it until we finish, people. Let's go through everything that I want to get through. Yeah, level sounding good, people. So yo, as soon as you get inside the building, whether you're watching it now, later, tomorrow, next week, like the video. If it's the first time to the show, give a thought to subscribe to the channel. It's Jason Gooner TV here. We're going to be discussing football from all angles, definitely analyzing games, talking about players that play for Jamaica's national teams, whether it's the girls, the boys, youth, men, women. We deal with everything football related, people. And of course, we like to try to predict the games of our beloved teams. And for me, that would be Arsenal. And of course, we delve into the EPL. Definitely going to check in on the Reggae Boyz and their weekends. We have some players really close to possible promotion from their respective leagues. So we're going to see how that's going to work out for them. And of course, as you see in the title, we have some good news on the Reggae Girlz front. Finally, some friendlies to play in the international window. We're a bit worried with all the missing of the competitions. When would the girls play more games? There have been 2 friendly sets, so we're going to talk about that. Whisper scores again today for Chelsea U21 in the PL2 versus Southampton. So had a chance to watch that game, so we're going to talk about that a little bit as well. And definitely going to touch on the article we saw today in the Observer. There were some guidelines or parameters set out by Mr. Butler and Phoenix management in regards to Leon Bailey returning to the national team. So we're going to discuss that as well. So yes, people, as I said before, as soon as you enter, please like the video. I know it's a bit late, so we're not really expecting, we don't know what to expect really. We're just going to come out with the content like we always do. It's been a few days, people. I didn't want to let any more days pass. Had a full day today with the family, busy, working, family, everything. So finally get some time to sit down. I would just give the people some content going into the weekend zine. So again, people, Jason Gooner, we're just going to bring the football content non-stop here in the building. So we have a few people in the building, so make we shout them. Ishmael King, big up yourself. Let's say Ishmael, where you range there? No worry, man. And the Reggae Girlz front, fix up that. Yeah, well, the Reggae Girlz front, nothing wrong with that. We don't need to fix that, Demo. I guess it's so late. Your mind gone them place there. Good news on the Reggae Girlz front, boy. Everybody, G's and peace. Fresh God, up. I say, no Reggae Girlz front business, just the friendlies. All right, people, respect. Well, it's late enough, so I can have them thoughts there. But first and foremost, people, I want to, just so the people them know, when I talk about front, we are talking about the friendly them. Let me pull up the article that I saw. Big up to Heimir FM. So I saw this article, Reggae Girlz to face Brazil in 2 international friendlies. So this was some great news that I saw today. So I wanted to share it with the people. I'm sure you might have heard already. It's been out from a little earlier today. But yeah, this is the article I saw. Jamaica senior women's national team, the Reggae Girlz, will play 2 international friendly games against South American giants Brazil in the upcoming FIFA match window. The first game will be played in the city of Recife on June 1st, while the second will be played in the city of Salvador on June 4th. The games will serve as Brazil's last 2 warm-up matches before the 2024 Olympic Games in Paris. Jamaica drew 0-0 with Brazil in a memorable group stage encounter at the 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup in Australia and New Zealand, gaining the point that qualified them for the second round of the competition. So that is the news, people, out of Heimir FM. So shout out to them. So we have 2 friendlies. I also noticed that the JFF did post it as well. So one thing I want to ask people that are here right now, or those watching back the channel, or the content after on the replay, there's a picture here of the match versus Brazil in the World Cup, and I'm wondering of these people in this picture, how many of them will actually see the field in these friendlies in June. I see Rebecca Spencer, I see Alison Swaby, I see Denden, I see Khadija Shaw, I see Tierney Wilshire, Drew Spence, and there is the other Swaby sister there, Chantel. So, those players are players that we have not seen since the World Cup. And I know recently the suspension from selection has been lifted. And Mr. Ricketts did say that, there should be some closure to all those matters. But I think all eyes will be on the coach, Xavier Gilbert, as he picks his team for these friendlies in June. What do people think? I mean, people who are here, do you think that we'll be seeing the likes of the Swaby sisters and Wilshires and Drew Spence and Becky Spencers, or will it be more the likes of the girls we have seen in the previous windows for those Gold Cup qualifiers and everything like that? That's my concern going into this game. People, I would think that if these are tune-ups for Brazil for the Olympics, they would want the team to look pretty similar to what they faced in the World Cup, to try to avenge that draw that they desperately needed, those 3 points in that game, and they couldn't get it. So people, that's one thing I need to find out. Is this, what does the Brazilian Federation think that the Reggae Girlz are going to look like in these friendlies? I'm sure they will have known what has transpired since the World Cup. And I'm wondering if they did take this game with the Reggae Girlz, were they given some assurances that certain people would be included as long as they're fit. Of course, our star Bunny Shaw did happen to suffer a season-ending injury to her foot, and so we wish her a speedy recovery. Their season has about 3 games left to play, a couple of weeks left. I believe May 18th, I want to say, is their last game in the Women's Super League. So if she's out for that, pretty much I'm doubtful that she'd be ready for June 1st and June 4th kickoffs. But there are other girls who have been playing well lately. Rebecca Spencer for one has helped her team to get to the FA Cup final for women when they faced Manchester United. So she's been doing really well lately. Drew Spence was a part of that as well for Tottenham. Den Hutchinson has been scoring in Mexican League this season, so kudos to her. Alison Swaby been playing in Milan. So a lot of these girls have had successful seasons, and the Jamaica Reggae Girlz fan base and all the fans would love to see them back. So I feel like I'm gonna try to get some more information on these people as to how this game came about. Again, we saw in the past where we were lined up to play friendlies, and when the other federation found out what kind of team we would be sending, this happened with the Reggae Boyz. Those friendlies were then, taken. They withdrew from wanting to do those friendlies with us. So, I'm hopeful that something like that was put in place for these friendlies, where the Brazilian Federation was given assurances that our best team possible will be selected, because sometimes they do have those stipulations in place for these type of friendly games, and especially if these are seen as their last 2 warm-up games going into that Paris Olympics, I'm sure they would want to be tested as much as possible. So we will keep our eyes open for any more news on this, people. I will definitely follow up and report some more, and try to see if we can have some kind of idea as to what the squad will look like. But I think all eyes will be squarely on Xavier Gilbert when it comes time for this squad reveal, because I do think that what happened here? I lose my light again. You see that one time? Oh, I'm going for this now. All right, hold on, people. Okay, too dark. Yes, people, smash up the like button if you haven't already. Turn on the big light. Or go on for my light, people. All right, I'm back. Let's see. Yeah, man, Jean-Pierre fan, big up yourself, Yeah, man, I'm my shift, man. The streets I'm full up for 24 whole hours, so you don't know. People can always watch back my show if it's too late for them. Speedy recovery for Bunny. Agreed, Demo. Agreed. Demo, you're about tonight, all but the 2 weeks worth of prediction, you never did it for them, I want to see how bad your predictions are, because I know. You know, he's somebody that think he can predict these results well. So we're gonna find out. Still sending the girls to a China camp. Jam PL fan, that's a good question. One that I will not act like I know the answer to. But when I get a good question like that, I write it down. The next time you see me, I will have an answer for you. China camp. Girls. We'll find that information out. See? Yeah, man. All right. So that is pretty much it for the Reggae Girls. Just very, very happy that they have secured some games. And as I said, people, the JFF did put this out on their page as well, which is nice to see. So let me drop a like on that for them, you know? Yeah, man. See some of my subscribers them in the comments active, you know, fresh, dropping some fire. Yeah, man. And of course, Miss Tammy here asking similar questions to me. Does this mean you have addressed the issues with the girls and now have the full contingent available? Yeah. You know, that's what I want to know as well, Miss Tammy. And we're going to find out. Time is the master, and we will find out everything in due time. And we'll be here for all of it. All right. So let's see. The next thing that I want to talk about, people, is Dujuan Whisper Richards. So Dejan, I should say, or Dujuan, as the commentators over there like to call him. So today, Chelsea under 21 played versus Southampton's under 21s. They were the home team. It was in London. And first thing I want to do, people, is pull up the game today, because they don't have the stats tracked or anything on SofaScore, but they do have a lineup on screen. And I did happen to watch the game, so we'll see how accurate SofaScore did with their lineup today. Let's see here. Yeah, Demo. What I normally do, cause right now, me did have an extra line, but my little daughter, me did promise her say, would I give her a phone if she did get all A's throughout the whole year, and she did do it. So you don't know, me not break promises to the kids. So I basically give her the line when I go use for the channel. So I got add a next line, get a banger, and I make it my line, because I'm not gonna make the mistake of putting my actual personal line as the calling number, because that not gonna work out, Demo. So right now, that's the thing. No calling for now. Coming soon, Demo. We'll have calling. What I might do tonight, though, when I get to the segment where we're predicting and stuff, I will drop the StreamYard link. And of course, obviously, you don't have to show your face. You can just give your thoughts and give your prediction same way, or just drop your thoughts later. Zine? Midnight Mass. Yeah, man, a Midnight Mass. Owen double Owen. Yeah, man, we're out and about, you know, outside late. JD telling us I'm not sleep. Some of us are proved I'm not sleep, you know, I'm not sleep. Yeah, man, you have to big them up when them do it, you know. You have to big them up. You have to big them up, Demo. And trust me, it's like my daughters, I can't complain, brother. Two of them brilliant in a school. Them have manners, them listen. Nothing like them father, you know. Yeah, man, me do that later. All right, respect Demo. So, yeah, on the screen, as you can see, people, 2-0, Chelsea under 21, Southampton under 21. Good game. I did watch the game. You know, it just goes to show, when you're a fan of players and Jamaican players, you'll do anything. So, of course, I'm a huge Arsenal fan. And the best way to watch, that is a myth, Owen. If you're referring to my daughters, that is a myth. That's a myth. Don't believe that stuff. Yeah, so what did I say? So Chelsea So I watched the game today, and what I was saying was I'm a Gunners fan, but the best way to watch these games is to get the Chelsea app, and I believe to watch it live, them charge like $1.99 US or something like that. So of course, with Whisper joining the club, and sometimes the games are not the easiest to find, like without having to pay. I just never want to have to deal with the chasing down the game. So I have the Chelsea app on my phone, and my daughter was like so upset with me, asking me why I have this app on my phone and this and that. And so yeah, it took a lot of explaining people, but I had to tell her that I have the app because Whisper game them come on the app and blah blah blah. So after me explain everything, she was okay with it, and I get her blessing. So yes, I watched the game on the app today, people. So let's see how right sofa score is. So from what I saw, Chelsea looked like they were playing a 4-2. I'd say a 4-3-1-2 is what it looked like they were playing. They had Whisper and Moreira playing striker. Whisper more to the right, Moreira on the left. Castledine was in behind, like in the number 10 role, and then you had Golding, Zane, and Harrison in midfield. And that was the back four, basically. Dylan, Zach, Harrison, and Brody Hughes. Zach Sturge is another one, I believe, that has some Jamaican lineage. I know that Ish Samuel Smith does. I need to check on Zach Sturge, though. I want to say I might not be right on that. But anyway, Whisper started in a front two, I thought. I heard some people reporting earlier that it might have been him as a central striker alone, but to me, it looked like Moreira and Richards were really playing striker, and Castledine was just behind them as the number 10. I thought he played really well in the first half. I thought the combination of those three, Castledine, Richards, and Moreira, was very dangerous. I thought Zane was doing well as well on that right-hand side. And at times, while Richards was the furthest forward, he always had that license to kind of drift to the right a little bit. And to be totally honest, in the first half, it was very fluid, the type of movement, because at times Moreira was dropping back on that left side, and Richards would play the lone striker as where Richards' goal came from. It was a turnover in midfield, and Richards, being the highest player forward, just basically turned and found where the most space was. So he drifted off to the left, was played in beautifully, and the composure and the footwork to get off that left foot shot tucked into the far post was a really good strike. I'm sure if you remember the channel, or you subscribe to the channel, I should say, you probably saw the goal that I posted as a short earlier today. I thought it was a really, really good finish. That that play actually had a really good game. So, it was telling that he was able to beat him to get the shot off. Other than that, a couple of noticeable things that I saw about Whisper's game today. You can tell that he's getting a lot more fit. There was very few times where I didn't see him kind of getting back into position. In the first half, I thought that he really didn't have much duties as far as defending. It did seem like the coach was very adamant about the way they were pressing. And, I could hear him, it sounds like they call him Whis. Every time they wanted him to do something, the coach would say, Whis, narrower, get narrower, get tighter. Now, in the second half, when a few substitutions were made, it was nice to see Whisper deployed in a few different spots. So let me just show you what I'm talking about, people. So if you look at the details of the match here, when Moreira came off the pitch for Morgan, basically it was a like for like in a way. They started out playing a two-striker role with Morgan and Whisper on the right and Morgan a little bit to the left. Now, at some point, after Morgan came on, the coach did switch the system, and he actually had Whisper playing on the right-hand side, kind of more in like almost a 4-2-3-1 type of system, where Whisper was on the right side of that three right behind the striker. But there were some plays where in that little short span where he was on that wing, where the coach, kind of got onto him a bit to make sure that he was getting back. But I think after that initial time when he kind of had to get his attention, I saw him get back into the position before the coach was saying anything. So that's a big sign of improvement as far as I'm concerned. That's one of the main things I thought he struggled with at the national team level, was just being more aware on the defensive transition side of things. So that's something that's definitely improving, and you can see that the coaches are trying to drill that into him. So I was really happy to see them, okay with the fact that he was playing a role where he would have to get that tracking back in. Now, pretty soon after they put him out in that role, though, the coach did sub him off in the 83rd minute. So he played the majority of the game as a striker, at times pairing one other striker, at times being the central striker. Another noticeable thing that I saw is that it looks like, due to his size, the coaches at Chelsea do want him to try to develop as a back-to-goal striker, centre forward. I saw in the rare occasions when Chelsea did go direct, because they do build up from the back pretty much most times, he was able to flick on the ball a few times, which the commentator made note of, Richards using his size. Something that, just looking at him, you would think that he would do more, but it's something that I thought was a weakness for him, for someone of his size. I don't think he uses his height enough as that type of target striker. So, love to see that some of the things that I thought were deficiencies in his game, now he looks to be working on them, and you can see that the developers there at Chelsea have taken note and tried to get him to improve on those things. So I love that fact that they're trying to work on what's not strengths for him now, to make him a better overall player. But the thing that really is awesome, people, is just the production at this point. So Whisper now currently, I'm just going to look at his actual stats since he's gotten there and started to play. So this is his PL2 stats, people. I don't know why this says 5 games. He has played a total of 8 games, right? He has 5 goals and 3 assists on the season so far. So these are the matches, people. This is from February 9th. That was his first appearance in the PL2. 2-0 victory. He came on for a short appearance there. Then he had the Middlesbrough game and the Arsenal game. These are all bench appearances for the first 3. This Newcastle game, he came off the bench as well, but got a goal and an assist. And then he has started these last 3 games here. So, and actually, I want to say he might have started this Newcastle game. He has 4 starts out of the 8. And he has a total of 8 goal contributions. So you see 1, 2, 3 assists, 2 goals in a game, and then 1, 2 there. And of course, adding the 5th goal today against Southampton. So people, 8 games in the PL2, 8 goal contributions. So you really can't argue with that. One of the main things that I wanted to see happen when he got to Chelsea was games. I love the fact that he has now become somebody that the coach, can rely on in this league. I know that, his playing time probably has been accelerated by the issues going on with Chelsea. We've seen David Washington on the bench the last few games in the Premier League, even came off the bench in a game the other day. Ronnie Stotter, who has been the talisman in PL2 this season for them, has been out missing lately with injury. So that's another one not in the pecking order there in the PL2. So right now, as it stands, it looks like without Washington and Stotter there, Dejan Richards has become the main guy as far as that centre forward role is concerned. They still have Jimmy J. Morgan there, who Richards seems to be starting over quite regularly currently. And of course, today he started up front with Moreira, another player who has, eyes and probably up pretty close to that first team berth somewhere soon. So people, again, I've posed this question a few times before, and I'll pose it again. With the season running out of games for Chelsea's first team, do you see any way that Richards sees a bench before the season ends? And maybe the more important question, and the one that's maybe more realistic, are these performances enough for you to think Heimir Hallgrimsson should look his way when it comes to picking a World Cup qualifying squad, or even that Copa America squad as well? Now, of course, everyone knows my thoughts as far as the under-20s are concerned. I do hope and wish that Dujuan Whisper Richards is there as one of the ones to maybe potentially lead the line or play that right wing role for Jamaica in that final qualifying stage. I don't see the purpose of having a player that's so prolific so far in the PL2, has the age to try to get us to that World Cup, not representing us in that. So, all that being said, people, you know my stance on the U20, but I'm kind of trying to figure out where people stand on him as far as the senior team goes. Do you think that Dujuan Whisper Richards should be included in the June 6th and June 9th games for the World Cup qualifiers and also for the Copa America? Is it an either or for you? What do you guys think about that? So let me go in the comment section. I see some more people have showed up. Respect to Ryan. I see some people say that Ryan send them. So respect for coming, people. And yeah, man, we're going to chop up some more football before the night done. Right now, we're discuss Whisper real quick. So, yeah, man, the people them say them respect the dedication. Yeah, man, we're dedicated, man. Elite Sports, bless up in Ryan. Yeah, man. Lakers let you down last night, eh? No worry, my Knicks let me down too. Me. They want to sweep Philly, but MB looked like he more hurt the whole of my team last night, you know? Pure foul play and flagrant foul and some mad things him go on with. But it's all right. I'll get them back next game. Bless up in a Rockfoot. Yeah, man. Seems say Ryan send him. Everybody say Ryan send him. So respect in a Ryan for send some folks over here, man. Yeah, fresh. Speedy recovery to the baller. Lauren James, as long as she not scored 9 goals in the last 3, Bunny will win the golden boot same way, you know? Yeah, man, everybody. Yeah, man. Bless up Ryan, man. Respect. We say fresh, me get a few more subs. Yeah, man. People, may I spot I go at the 600, you know, people. We must can reach the 600 tonight, you know. Yeah, man. 600, man. I reach tonight, man. My faith. My faith in a late night, yeah. Yeah, fresh. I mean, it's something that should happen based on his size, but you know, I do think that he was lacking in some areas to be able to do it effectively. But I do see a little bit of growth in how I saw him, you know, using his body a bit more and being a little more comfortable, even coming to receive the ball with his back to goal. You know, still wants to turn and run into space more often than not. But you know, as time goes, I think Chelsea will drill him on that thing because, you know, you look at the player, you look at his physical, you know, attributes, and you know, you would love it if that player would learn that center forward role because he has the body to play the position. So yeah. Never watched none of his games at Chelsea, but will do one day. Based on his stats there and what I'm hearing from people who actually watch his games, he's doing extremely well. Yeah, cherish life. It looked like it was gonna be a steep climb. You know, when he first started the first few games, you could see that he was a bit off the pace. But honestly, it looks like that was mainly down to just lack of game time and lack of match fitness. Because now that he's up to speed on those, you know, in those regards, he looks definitely like he belongs at that level for sure, and working towards looking like he's, you know, one of the best at that level as well, based on his production so far in such a short time. Chelsea first team surely are loan out to a top club. Yeah, I mean, obviously for this season he can't go anywhere, but it will be very interesting to see, you know, how Chelsea manages him from this stage. You know, we have to remember at the same time he's 18 now, so Chelsea might look at it like, look, you know, let's see if this run towards the end of this PL2 season is what it is. You know, they might say, okay, let's start you out another year leading the line in PL2. But then again, they could want to accelerate that and say, let's see how you operate playing against, you know, big men, you know, professionals, whether that's a loan to another country. You know, Chelsea does like to find, you know, good teams in the championship to potentially loan him to, or it could be an overseas loan. You know, whether that's a top 5 club league or a top 5 league, whether that's, you know, like the tier below, like your Turkeys, your Belgiums, you know, Eredivisie, those type of leagues. You know, there's a lot of options for him, but I'm very, very interested to see what happens. 8 games, 5 goals, 3 assists, 6 starters. Yeah, I think it's either 5 or 6 starts. I can't remember exactly how many. Jeezy, blessings, bro. Blessings, bro. They're both. You don't know our time, late night. Yeah, man, it's a great look, cherish life. Do you see his long-term future as a post-up number 9, a 9 like Jackson or a winger? Well, I don't think that, just due to his footwork and speed, I don't think he'll ever be like a classical post-up number 9. I do think that he has the attributes to, include that in as a part of his game. But I would see him being, if he turns into a true number 9 that plays there like all the time, I would always see him being more like a Nico Jackson type of 9, where it's drifting out wide, it runs in behind. I think that is where he would want to be more than anything. Demo, avoid Ryan from Liverpool start move mad. My opinion, a striker Haaland time, just that he has more than goals to his games. Okay. Whisper development more important than senior call up right now. Okay, Darian, respect your opinion there. Yeah, as I say, I'm on the fence on it right now. I don't really think that if he's not picked, it would be any kind of detrimental thing for him. So in that sense, I think whatever is best for development would be best. Now, of course, there's always the added cloud of everything surrounding, the Phoenix players and the JFF and everything, which we're going to touch on in the Bailey return segment, which is coming up next, which will kind of tie into why I'm on the fence as far as Whisper is concerned. So everyday living say either or, him would have got qualifier but not Copa. Interesting to hear why you would say the qualifiers but not the Copa as well. Is it that it's a shorter window? The level of competition in your eyes, is that could be a part of it, but you have to factor in importance. Is the World Cup qualifiers, while we'll all agree that the competition might be on paper not as good, wouldn't you prioritize the results in the World Cup over even the Copa results? Whispers a right wing, his pace is a problem. Yeah, I think I think him as a right winger is dangerous, but I think as long as he has the size he has, coaches will always, want to play him centrally from time to time as well. I don't think he'll become that player that will just only play on the wing, on the right wing. I think he'll develop into a player that he can play either place. Like almost like a Gakpo type of skill set in terms of what he could do. I don't think he'll play as deep as Gakpo can, but in terms of just being comfortable anywhere up there, I think eventually, if he's developed the right way, he should get to that level at some point in terms of, you can put him anywhere in the front three. I agree, Rockford. I don't think that they can beat that team. And the coach is terrible. No disrespect, Darwin, but I don't think he's very good at coaching basketball. All right, so Elite Sports has spoken. Ryan say, yo, Dejan, first team Reggae Boyz. No question asked. Yeah, man, for bless up Ryan, man. Man, send the people and respect Ryan. Darian said under 20. Yeah, so Darian said, don't rush it. Don't rush it. Phone battery dying. All right, football lover, respect. Make sure you subscribe and thing and just like up the video, yeah? And when your phone bill back, just forward, man, and watch the replay, man. You get some good information on that one, yeah. I don't know, you can beat me up if my prediction them off, No, man, Demo, him say a playoffs time, so he can bleach half time now. Timberwolves and Suns. But it look like Suns want to get sweep, for Durant. Them say them make some video about who you gonna team up with next year already. So you don't tell Anthony Edwards and Carl Towns, say, yo, next year this way you go forward to, People them never gonna let you live down going to Golden State, Durant. You kill your whole career this way, in the people them eyes, Yeah, man, Liverpool break on heart. Yo, big respect to Crystal from Talawa, you know, because a Crystal boot him for that watch along there, you know. And I said that was the start of the end. Jaja. Yeah, man, when we get to the EPL portion of the show, I gotta ask the Liverpool fan them how them feel about the Ten Hag 2.0 way forward, you know. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, because Ryan say, yo, him now worry about Arsenal, just City alone and a Liverpool league. And then after them lose the game where they are to when just lose to Palace and then lose to our next team. Gosh. When just lose to. Now tell me. When just lose to a while ago, man. So they never just lose. Only did win. No, man, they never just lose a game again. Oh yeah, the derby to Everton. So after that game, Ryan I talk about on overachieve. I said this man from 2 weeks ago where I tell me say Liverpool league. Now him tell me say them overachieve. You're wicked, you know. I don't run now. You don't start it, better you do the rest of them. That forward like you know, them a document this last season for Klopp, you know. So all of this documented for the Liverpool fans. Yeah, man. You see the big cameraman in front of Klopp when them get score upon where they. I say, yes, this is gonna be great TV. Same son did glad when them a tape the season when we buckle top 4. Mm-hmm. Remember Chelsea also have that Ecuador wonder kid. Yo, brother. That brother Paez, you know. On see the goal where the man scoring in the I think it's Copa, must be Libertadores or South America, and one of them a play Palmeiras and the man score a wicked piece of goal, you see, man. Jeez. That you the left foot not normal. Yeah, man, that you the bad. Wicked piece of ball of that. Mm-hmm. All right, Darian. Still I say, yeah, take your time. So Darian are one of the only one me see actually said I take then. Unless we miss some other people. But I think Darian might be leaning more towards what I say. But at the same time, I have to really break down and analyze like the players and who would have picked and who fit but the youth are going good, man. I tell you the truth. I'm going good and you can see the progression from like last month to now. How different him look on the ball and with him teammates. I can see that the teammates are start to rate him now. Like when him scored a goal today, you see them a point upon him and you know, like make him name in the squad. You can see them a look for him now upon the counter, and you know, just a different vibe in the way them a play with him. Like them, you can see say them give him a lot of ratings, you know. That's good. So yo, long may that continue. As I said before, I just hope the player keep him head down, stay humble, and just keep doing what he's doing because clearly it's working. 8 games, 8 goal contribution. You can't really ask for more from a forward playing. You know, you just want him to be productive, and he's definitely producing. So big ups to Whisper. Very, very proud of the progression and what we've seen lately. And long may that continue. They have clinched in the knockout playoff stage, so we'll keep our eyes open to see who they draw in their first game. I think that's all a knockout competition from this point. So hopefully they can reach pretty far and he continues to get some more goals in his first official season. So big up to Whisper. So next on the list of topics, people running right along. Next thing is going to be Bailey's return. So look, I know that everybody's ran shows and spoken on this topic and everything. I have not called into any programs. I have given a few takes in the comments, but try not to say too much because I know at some point I will be forwarding out to give my take on most of these things. So I've stayed away from the Bailey topic, tried not to give my take too much. And I have seen a few people talk about it. But I know you have probably all seen this article before, but I like to set the stage. So I will read the article again. I read pretty fast, people, so don't worry, it won't take too long. All right, so this was in the Observer today by Daniel Blake, so big ups to the Observer. And this is how it reads. Despite Leon Bailey's suspension from the Reggae Boyz and his subsequent controversial comments last month, JFF President Michael Ricketts and Bailey's adoptive father and agent Craig Butler have expressed a willingness to settle their dispute ahead of a crucial summer for the national senior men's team. However, Butler says there are conditions for the players' return. So right away, people, the first thing I noticed from this first paragraph, Butler has conditions for the players' return. So before I go any further, people, I just want to know, do you think that that Mr. Butler is in any position to make conditions for the players' return at this point? Because I thought the way that was worded was a bit strange. It's almost as if Mr. Butler and his player Leon are the ones that set the rules for the Reggae Boyz and the organization, and we all know that that's not the case. So I just found it strange that it was worded that way, that they are setting the parameters for if he will come back or not. So that was just a bit strange. So yeah, I'll continue to read, people. The 26-year-old's form has caught worldwide attention this season, with his impressive 14 goals and 13 assists in all competitions for Aston Villa, who are on course to finish in the top 4 of the English Premier League and are in the last 4 of the UEFA Europa Conference League. However, his club performances didn't safeguard him from omission from the national team, as head coach Heimir Hallgrimsson suspended him from the CONCACAF Nations League squad in Texas in March after he broke the team camp's curfew during the international window in November. However, a day before the Reggae Boyz semi-final clash with eventual champions USA, Bailey, in an interview with Jamaican content creator JFF, was heavily critical of the JFF regarding travel, accommodation, and equipment issues, while also saying he had intended to step away from international duties prior to the suspension. And this is quotation now from the interview. And this is Bailey. Hallgrimsson did say to me that he wasn't going to invite me to the next camp. But way before this happened, I always had it in my head that this is too much on my plate when it comes to the national team. And I was really going to take a break from it. And then the suspension just tipped off everything. I felt that was really harsh, and it just said to me that me being in the national team right now, it really drains my energy a lot. Wow. Jamaica's national team is not doing anything for me. Jamaica's national team is not going to give me exposure. Playing for Jamaica is not going to make Real Madrid call me. I am shining light on the national team by playing overseas and representing as a Jamaican all the time. All right, so that was Bailey. Some of Bailey's comments from the interview. So I just want to stop there really quick and just break that down. In this paragraph here, it kind of mentions some of the things that, were issues regarding, one of the reasons why Bailey wanted to do the interview in the first place. He was heavily critical of the JFF regarding travel, accommodation, and equipment issues. That was like some of the main talking points that I think most people that watched the interview could side with Bailey on. Whether he said it the right way or not, that's for another debate. But we know that the travel is not the best. We know that the accommodation sometimes is not the best. And we know that there's issues with equipment from time to time as well in the past. So that we know to be true, right? Then, the part though that I think is what most Jamaicans fans that have an issue with the interview, I think this is probably some of the main reasons why. Jamaica's national team not doing anything for me. Jamaican national team is not going to give me exposure. Playing for Jamaica not going to make Real Madrid call me, blah, 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 right? So I think that for the most part, this is the part that most Jamaican fans had a big, big issue with. One of the things that's not in here that I had issues with was how he spoke about some of his teammates, kind of belittling them and their talent and all these things. I had big, big issues with that because at the end of the day, whenever he comes back to the team, the players will always know what was said. And unless he just straight up goes and tells the people who he thought aren't good enough to their face, everyone can think that they were talking about him. So I don't know how that dynamic will play out as we go forward, you know? No, that won't happen, or it shouldn't happen. We're too old already. We need a younger people. Ryan, no need for runway, so yeah. Where's that? Craig wrong on this one. Yeah, I mean, look, I don't believe what he's going on with, and there's something else I'm going to touch on after the article as well that kind of tie into something that was actually saw on your channel, Ryan, when you were talking to him. I don't even remember what night. It seemed like him on every night, but there was something that I jotted down in my book here that I wanted to discuss as well. In my opinion, Butler should allow Bailey to make his own decisions. Yeah, Rockford, look, the more this thing plays out, because I said from the beginning, you know, that to me, that interview, yes, while you can tie some of the things that Bailey accused the JFF of straight to Bailey, it sounded more to me like Butler speaking through Bailey. You know, like just the mouthpiece for Butler at the time, and Bailey was the outlet. No Leon unless Kyle played too. Yeah, I remember those days. We don't need them again. One man can't make a team. If the team complain, fine. But you alone are play the star like you're bigger than the team. Yeah, it's that's how it came across to a lot of people. Just I watch from my TV and take up my phone quickly sub and send off this comment. What did Bailey said? I'm not you're good. Did bro said playing for Jamaica now go make Real Madrid call him? Yes, that was what was said. All things have passed away. Yeah, man, respect for taking up the phone and subbing quickly. We really appreciate it, brother. Are we running late night? You know, coming like the late night show people them name Jimmy Kimmel and Jimmy Fallon. But we don't name none of them thing there. Jason Gooner, you see it. So Jason Gooner late night TV show people, live football talking, you know? Yeah, man. Team Jamaica, we say. One Jamaica. We not say one baller. We say everybody on the team Jamaica, we say. All that too. Lashing out. All right, so let me get back to the article now. Of course, this kind of spoke to three different parts. So it talked to the Bailey part, it talks about Ricketts part, and it's going to also have some quotes from Butler. So I'm going to read from here to the end, and then we'll discuss everything. Ricketts told Jamaica Observer that he still regards Bailey highly, but says talks of a return have not materialized. To be honest, no, we haven't spoken, but hopefully somehow we will make this connection and see how we can amicably settle whatever issues Leon may have. Leon and I have a pretty decent relationship, and I have a lot of love and respect for him, and I really want to wish him well. The utterances that he would have made, we really just want to get past those and rekindle the kind of love and affection that existed prior to these comments. Butler, who is also a chief executive officer of Phoenix All-Stars Football Academy, says that while Bailey isn't against the return, several matters need to be addressed urgently. I don't think that is actual title of Phoenix either, but anyway, we're Jamaicans first. Always remember that, Butler told the Observer. The fact that we don't accept unprofessionalism or being treated in a negative way doesn't make us any less Jamaican or make us love our country any less. Sometimes, in order for people to change, they have to realize and be told the truth, and sometimes the truth hurts. And Leon told the truth. All right, interesting. We always want to have resolutions, but we also want it to be permanent. We don't want it to be a resolution today. Leon joins back the squad, and then the same things happen. I have no problem resolving it, but it needs to be resolved permanently, not just a band-aid to put over the cut. Now, this part right here, people, was eye-opening to me. Butler says a key condition of Bailey's return is the fair inclusion of players associated with his academy into the national program. All right. It has to stop, he said. It has to reach a point where Phoenix players are not being ostracized just because they're from Phoenix. Or if players come to Phoenix, they won't make the national team. The players are in a position where you cannot deny them and start to get to a position where you support the players. If a resolution emerges before the next squad is selected at the end of May, Ricketts is hoping Bailey will carry over his club form after underperforming with the Reggae Boyz in the past. This is the president again. He said to me one day after the Canada game, "President, every time I go on the field, I want to represent my country well." He probably felt that he wasn't doing as well as he ought to have been doing, and he expressed his dissatisfaction with me. I said to him that you will lose your form, but you will never lose your class. Leon just went through a bad patch, but I think he's doing well now, and we just want sooner or later to transfer some of his form to the national setup. And of course, it ends by saying Jamaica will begin its qualification campaign for the 2026 World Cup against the Dam Rep and Dominica on June 6 and 9, respectively. 2 weeks later, they will turn their attention to the group stages of the CONMEBOL's Copa America in the USA, where they will face Mexico, Ecuador, and Venezuela, with the top 2 guaranteed to advance. So that is the article, people. And I thought that I wanted to just read it so that anybody who didn't get a chance to see it could get the context. And yeah, one of the things that I said kind of opened my eyes was this line here. Butler says a key condition to Bailey's return is the fair inclusion of players associated with his academy into the national program. Now, I found this particular part of it, and then he goes on to quote here, "It has to stop. It has to reach a point where Phoenix players are not being ostracized just because they're from Phoenix. Or if players come to Phoenix, they won't make the national team." So those lines right there, it seems like we're kind of like clouding up Leon's situation with the whole recent situation with the U20 and the U18s that are now gone to Turkey. Because when he references if players come to Phoenix, they won't make the national team, that sounds like a direct reference to Michael Forbes, who was in the news, I guess, a week ago now, with the whole Cavalier or Phoenix or Royal Lakes or where's the player playing. From Butler's end, he's saying that, the player was only chosen for the first round of games, listed as Cavalier. The minute he goes to train with Phoenix, now he's no longer on the team. I would argue that he's no longer in the team because of his performances. Butler argues otherwise because he's now affiliated with Phoenix. One thing that I want to ask Butler though is I am on Elite Sports, Ryan's program. I heard him on there, and someone called in, don't remember the caller's name, called in and asked the question of Mr. Butler to say, were any of your players called up to go to Turkey? Mr. Butler said, well, he didn't say yes or no. What he said was, when my players were gone to the U20 qualifiers, they were all unattached. So how is it that now that you want some more players for this U18 trip to Turkey, you guys know to address my players as part of Phoenix? But if they were to make that team, would you put Phoenix on the paper or not? Now, I have heard some other people saying that, boy, it is against FIFA rules to put any club that doesn't play that federation that federation's competitions locally at all. I asked that person who made those comments, what are the sanctions from FIFA or CONCACAF if they are to put a name of a club that does not play any competitions under that federation? I was not given an answer. So at the end of the day, I am somebody that can look at everything separately. At the time when Butler was having a hard time with them putting unattached, I agreed with Butler. I said, why it just seems very petty. If you know the players go from Phoenix, I've seen Whisper get transferred to Chelsea on everywhere. Any metric that's worldwide looked at for football, SofaScore, Transfer Market, any database that you can find, it says to Chelsea from Phoenix Academy. So if the worldwide entities can acknowledge them as something, Phoenix Academy, why can't the JFF do the same? You see what I'm saying? So I agreed with Butler in that sense. Now, my thing is, the players in Turkey are over there getting some horrible results. the first result wasn't so bad. The last 2-1 missed a penalty, could have drew the game with Saudi Arabia. The second game, not so good. We got 10-1. We lost 10-1, right? And I've seen a lot of programs come out and 10-1, 10-1, and 10-1. And everybody had their own separate conversation about it. Some were more measured, some beating everything, some beating JFF, some saying the development not good, the players not good. I'm not going to judge the players or anything. All I will say is this. Mr. Butler can't come out on one hand and say, boy, we get 10-1. And if the teams were selected properly, maybe we wouldn't lose so bad. Then when someone asks you if your players were asked to come, instead of just answering in the affirmative and saying yes, and then explaining that you didn't want to send them because you're upset that they're going to list them as unattached, you dance around the question and you say one bag of things. But that's the problem. You had a quote in here, Mr. Butler, that you level towards other people. And I want to understand why you can't level this to yourself, right? This paragraph where him say, we're Jamaicans first. The fact that we don't accept unprofessionalism or being treated in a negative way doesn't make us any less Jamaican or make us love our country any less. This part, people, sometimes in order for people to change, they have to realize and be told the truth, and sometimes the truth hurts. What I want to ask Mr. Butler, who is the people around you telling you the truth? Is there anyone around you telling you the truth? Or is everyone around you just pandering to you and making sure that you're all right? Because some of the things that you have done lately, I don't think you get any counsel from anybody. Or if people are trying to counsel you, maybe you just don't want to listen to them. And again, I am not making it seem like the JFF and all the parties in the JFF are faultless. But I see people in the JFF making mistakes, and I've heard them come out and say, boy, we got that wrong. I don't know if you have that capability, because I've never heard you say anything like that. You're always right about everything. But take your own advice here. You said it, I'm not saying anything you didn't say. Sometimes, in order for people to change, they have to realize and be told the truth. And sometimes the truth hurts. Yeah, man. Sometimes the truth hurts, Mr. Butler. So, look, I notice, because I've seen you on these programs talking, and you have a different demeanor based on how the people address you. So, hopefully you can take this as like advice and not as, may I try lick fire, may I burn you out or nothing like that. So, I'm going to address you how me hear you accept people talking to you. Sir Butler, just try to take counseling from people, man. If you don't want to take it from me because you don't know me, you don't rate me, that's fine. But whoever you can confide in that, has nothing to gain from you, go seek them advice on certain things like these things here. Because I feel like they can be dealt with better. Because you can't, on one hand, cost the selection of a team and then withhold players you thought could have helped that team for reasons that we cannot take back now. Everyone agree with you on the unattached thing. So the next go around now, you're going to hold back players because you don't want them to be listed as unattached again. Well, if that's the case, you can't complain when they're not in the team because you told them not to go or you didn't want them to go. So yeah, it don't add up. It don't add up. It don't add up. But people, again, get the yes men out of your circle. You will not get any better. You won't improve as a person. You won't improve as a person. Get some people around you when they're scared to tell you what the truth is and can challenge you on what you're thinking. Yeah, man. Because without that, you might do some things that you regret, Yeah, let me see what the people must say. Yeah, but it's just strange to me that the demands are coming from this side, you know. I don't think the JFF needs to be demanding anything either. I just think a proper sit down needs to be had, and the cooler heads need to prevail. But I don't know if the cooler heads can prevail with these parties involved, you know. I know that the president, not in this article, but other places, has said, boy, it's pretty much going to be down to coach. So I'm hopeful that the coach can talk to, you know, I heard Mr. Butler say, boy, it won't be a coach and Leon conversation. It'll be a whoever and me conversation. I'm fine with that. Somebody just need to talk to him and need to let him know, like, listen, you know, we're trying to build something here, you know, and you can see the camaraderie in the team, you know. You could see from even since the window has been finished, players still referencing stuff from the Nations League, and you can just see that there's a nice brotherhood brewing there, you know what I mean? And the Copa America World Cup qualifiers, this whole window is just going to continue that, and we can do without the soap opera part of it and just get down to some tactics, build the team spirit, and move forward. We have to move forward. So stop looking in the rear view mirror, Mr. Butler. Look forward. Look forward. We cannot change the past. We don't want to forget the past. No. But we have to can agree to disagree at times and move the thing forward. We have to move forward, people. World Cup we want go, you know. Yeah, man. World Cup we want go. Yeah, so I think I've given that enough time, people. So yeah, we're halfway through the video, it look like, or at least we're at the hour mark. And now it is time, people, for the weekly EPL predictions and preview. So let's do what we always do, people. Pull up the fixtures for the weekend, and we're going to go through and discuss all of them. So respect to all the people that's sticking around. Respect a lot. RR can't wait for say Arsenal lose. Me not ask no prediction yet. Me not even say which game yet. And the man put Tottenham 2-1. RR. It's all right. Kevin J, bless up yourself. Hope all is well, my brother. We say DNA, I'm not listen to a soul. I tell you, DNA. Man, not take no telling, you know. See there? Not take no tellings. Yeah, man, true, man. We say him is his own judge, jury, counsel, everything. One done out of Clarendon, Sherman. Bless up, you know. Level. Morning. Yeah, that me have to start saying a late night show like Bounty. Morning. What Jerome say? Know that JFF do a foolishness. Stop labeling the man players as an attached. If you don't acknowledge my comment, I wouldn't acknowledge. Yeah, Jerome, as again, me say, me can look on things as them own thing. Me agree. The unattached thing is foolishness. Me beat the JFF when that happen. And I'm still trying to figure out, is there any legal reason why the JFF wouldn't put their name? Because I have heard someone on this live chat, I will not name them because they don't answer me yet. So I'm not going to say them name. But I challenged them when they said the JFF is not allowed to put a club that don't play any JFF competitions. And it sounds like a rule that is possible, but I never heard about that rule before. So I wanted to know, what are the sanctions? You know, who would report something like that? Is it that the FIFA just look at everybody's squad list and see who name and check the clubs? I mean, is that actually happening? I don't know. I guess it's possible, but it seemed like something so small for the FIFA have a lot of things going on. I mean, them just going to look at everybody's squad list and make sure the man them play a club game this season. I don't know. I guess they. I don't know. Sign with Saint Anne FA, but them don't have a club playing in Saint Anne. Yeah, I heard or I read that the last competition that any Butler team played in Saint Anne was in 2016-17, but apparently he's paid up in Saint Anne. So I guess as long as you're in good financial standing, you can still be a member of an association without playing in the competition. Money talks. Unattached list on the U18 roster, where they KFA ballers. That would be consistent with what JFF is saying about playing in their competition. Ah, that's a good question, Brando. No, Brando, that is a good question. No. One thing I want to figure out, I'm going to the JFF Instagram because I know that they did put out this U18 team at one point. So I want to look at the list and I'm going to see, or did they, I don't think they ever put out a list on here, I think the list I saw was in a chat group. Hold on, people. I'm putting eyes on that list. Because I'm curious now about, I can't remember exactly how the list was in terms of the names of the club. I remember Dylan John being listed as unattached. I saw something else that was quite funny as well in an article I was reading today, where I remember Orion Watson, who scored the goal in the Turkey match, the 10-1. On the list that I saw, he was listed as a Chapelton Maroon player. But in the write-up that I read about the game, he was listed, it said Orion Watson of Cavalier. So I was like, why? If Butler ever see the article, yeah, if I say, you see how fast man turn Cavalier baller when them score a goal? That's why Butler pre that though. But them nobody tell Butler about that here. Yeah, that's a next 3-day warring again. We don't need no more wars. I'll find that something, people. Oh, yeah. I'm going to put the StreamYard in the chat. All right, people. So it's in the chat, people. If you want to join, I think we can pin it or something. Yeah, I think that should be pinned now. I believe. Or starred or something. Yeah, so that's the link, people. Obviously, if you want to contribute to the predictions and everything, you can do so. If you want to join the stream, you don't have to turn on your camera, but it is welcome if you'd like to. But yeah, no need to. And more like a lot of people were interested in giving some predictions at this time. We're not gonna really have everybody on for talk about this Butler thing. As a matter of fact, we're done talk about it. So yeah, keep the conversation going in the comment section if anything. I see Ryan and I see Demo, so I'm gonna let them on unmute.
Blessings, Jesse. Good night.
Good night, Ryan. Bless up yourself. Respect for sending some people forward over. Yeah, man.
See you around, brother. Big up yourself, Dima. Sons I get swept to, bro. At least the pressure won't be on LeBron alone.
Yeah, so, this no look too good at all for them, because if them they're in a Phoenix and down 15 like this, fans them look dead, like they're not even dead. Well, yeah, not looking good for them. Not looking good for them. So I go on, Demo. I know you're no business about the NBA, you
know. no, man. First of all, let me say, listen, brother. It's an honor and a privilege to be on your show. One of the great minds, and I respect your opinions, and you're really dedicated to the thing, brother. So big up for the channel and continue keep up the great work. Ryan, say I one of the pioneer them already. I'm not have to say nothing about you. You already sold me out, so it is what it is. What? As for the NBA, bro, NBA, once Ja Morant got hurt, that was my season done. That's it.
So okay, so Ja Morant your baller.
Yeah, man. LeBron come and mash up my Lakers, and I am not a LeBron fan. I'm a Lakers fan from like my youth grew up, the Kobe and all of that stuff. But once LeBron came there and sent me the Kuzmas and the Russells and the Randalls, that was it, bro. I just give up. So when you leave, you go back at the league.
I think today that say I that trade them mash up Lakers for real, when them trade Pope, Kuzma, and the other boy there for Russell.
Brandon Ingram.
Them say at that trade they mash up Lakers.
The man just come mash up everything and just mess up my meds, bro. So when him leave, I go back at the Lakers.
All
Bro,
right,
stop
fair
your
enough.
foolishness,
Well,
team. The man winning a
it's
championship.
almost like it was meant to be, people. The two Liverpool fans them appear. And it just so happens that the first game we get to talk about is the West Ham versus Liverpool game.
But Jesse, before you talk about Liverpool game, Demo,
Mhm.
stop the ungrateful thing. LeBron winning a championship, brother. I'm done talk.
Win who a championship? I wasn't a Lakers fan when him did it, brother. I tell you, once him reach, I was gone.
Yo, yo,
All
yo.
right, Demo.
The
All
man
This
right.
say
is not
NBA team
NBA show.
different from the football. He will never leave Liverpool even when Klopp gone. But you see, basketball, him not have no allegiance, brother.
I'm a
Today.
Jamaran.
So you love the gunman. You love the gunman business, Demo.
Boss, we talk about the man in a legal gun state. We have to understand like what is this big
Yo,
deal?
all when the man a make gun finger, them a say I gun him up. So sometimes them just wicked to you, man.
Boss, I travel 2 days to go watch Jamaran play basketball, brother. Driving, so you know it go.
Oh, you go down to Memphis? Mad.
Yeah, man. So it is what it is.
Mad. All right, so people, you don't know. Before we give any prediction, I like to do this quick view thing with them offer. It's a very nice little feature, give you the fixtures and the previous results and thing. And you don't know, want to see how the results them go lately because they look kind of good as far as I'm concerned. So first thing, standings.
Think you're going to
third
talk
place.
about West Ham game. Yeah, go back to this Everton thing, brother. But go on, you.
Oh, yeah, well, we want to update the people, them, see how the previous results them go, how the team farm looking, So Crystal Palace been bagging up everybody, them bag up West Ham last week, 5-2. West Ham lose the week before to Fulham as well. Them scrape a win against Wolves, draw with Tottenham, lose to Newcastle. So West Ham, not really on the best run of form lately. In 8th place, big bunch up right there with the Chelseas and the Man U's and all these other teams that underachieving as far as I'm concerned. Liverpool, I can't believe this, but Ryan says 74 points, 34. They have overachieved this season, people. So I'm going to give Liverpool some flowers for the overachieving. Unbelievable take from Ryan. I can't believe
No,
it.
because honestly, bro, so we didn't get some of key player them that want to lose out to Chelsea, but we bring in some other player I think did well, and I think the injured kind of messed up a little bit in the last part there where some of our player them. But I think nobody expect Liverpool for challenge for the Premier League, so we in 3rd position. I think we are
Ryan,
overachieved
is
this season.
that fair to say even when the injuries were happening and you guys were getting the results with the players, it was a clap praise fest that it no
Brother,
matter who I play.
Jason, run
Them-
where Ryan with him jelly back talking, no brother. The man is a jelly back mentality. Yo, nobody come on the man show with that, brother, but overachieve, bro.
No, because I am only using what he said earlier, because obviously you guys know I watch the programs and I don't remember everything, but I remember Ryan saying a few weeks back, boy, it don't really matter. See, we go there and we win with these kids and we do this and that. And now, after the fact, we want to change the narrative and say, boy, them overachieve and we never have enough. But I was telling everybody that would listen when they were getting results. The writing is on the wall, people. The defense give up too many chances. Them forwards not very clinical. But people were saying, my bad mind.
No,
I see it coming.
Jason, I understand. Because I'm not get in the back and forth with Dima, because I want team we support and me no know what Dima watch. Bridging, yes, the game them we lost, Jason, and the game we drop points. But damn, me not say a one team beat we. In a this year, I would say two. Arsenal and Atalanta will dominate us, right? Them two team there. But the rest of apart from that, all of the team they will create a lot of opportunity. Nunes so disappointed in the man, but the man missed so many opportunities. Salah didn't turn up. Curtis Jones miss clear cut opportunity against Crystal Palace. Many anybody across him be Nunes, right? Salah miss clear opportunity, but 3 against Man United. Everybody across Nunes. But
Yeah, I think to be honest, if Salah, if Saka had the performances in the last few games that Salah had, my gosh, the amount of beating him get. Salah
Yeah,
is
but
really
he has
avoiding
been having
beating.
those. He has been having those performances. Saka has been horrible, brother.
Yeah, but I'm saying and people say it,
No,
but no
because
one is
Salah
saying it
So
pending
about
at the
Salah.
everybody
bank,
got
Jason.
Salah too. People say Salah not for start for Liverpool. That's how bad it
No,
is.
I'm saying the vitriol is aimed at Nunes and other people, and I'm saying if anybody should get blamed, it's Salah because he's the talisman. He's the one that you expect to not be playing like this now, especially in this time of the season.
But that you see that are for people who not really follow Liverpool. Salah is like this every time him come back from Afghan. Every single season. Amani used to pick up the slack whenever Salah come back from Afghan. He's always been like this.
So the removal of Sane, the injury of Jota. I mean, what else can you really point to? I think maybe did we over hype Soboslai too early? Because his drop off has been immense as well.
I think I injured kind of and we're rushing back him. I think he's injured, but in performance, be honest, it haven't been good. But he's a good player. I don't know why everybody just beat him. He's a good player, but
I
he
think
just get some
I
injury.
think he's maybe a victim of how well he started in the beginning,
Yeah.
because I think we just expected that pretty much always. And we have to remember it's his first season. It was always gonna be levels to his season. He could have never keep at that level all the time. And I don't think the injury and the timing of it has helped either.
Klopp have to take
I'll
some
give
blame
him a
to
slight
Jason.
pass with that.
Klopp have to
Um,
take some blame too. Klopp, I can't believe the man this up Harvey Elliott this season. The man is one of our best player,
well,
and Klopp are growing him.
I have a theory on the Harvey Elliott thing. I think it's a situation where I have seen Harvey Elliott come on in so many games this season when it's tied on a down one, and him kind of change the game. I think Klopp fall in love with that and just say, yo, I love how you change the game every time I bring you on. Some of us will keep bringing you on and don't start you. But I agree. And merit and how him play, him deserve to get some more time at starting. I
Even
agree.
when Curtis come back the other day, even when Curtis come back, Curtis from him get the injury wasn't that great. And Klopp continue. And one of the things to one our down for Klopp believe in too much of him key players and I can't understand. And sometimes coach have to live with that. But I think Harvey Elliott for me, I think him has been good. I think Elliott for me has been Harvey Elliott and also Jones. Both of them I was really surprised of both of them. Cause Dima two boy them still in us. So they
But
are really surprised.
me just want to give my view quickly, boss. So, me want to keep up with my show, So,
Alright,
so
right.
let me just say this, bro. Like me not in this we call it hindsight thing, and both no true with their third we never expected, bro. As the season go along, expectations change. Now obviously as a Liverpool fan at the start of the season, we miss out on key players, the Caicedos, Lavia, all of them people, I will never get the targets, right? And but they have City for win the league. That was my pick, and it's just always a game pick until them get charged and we get some free trophies. I guess I don't know if that's going to happen, but I hope they get charged and people them give up back the trophies where them win. Let's see what happens, right? So them are always one pick, but I expected Liverpool to be challenging because of Jurgen Klopp and what he is known to do. Zin, when me see we step out and the season I go so well, Salah started the season with a bang. Like the man passing was elite. His goal scoring was elite. Like Salah always get some flimsy assists, like him just roll off one free kick to Trent, just move the ball slightly and Trent score a free kick and it count as an assist. Like them assists there for me an assist. But Mr. The man has do some outside of the full pass and all of them stuff this season. I mean, I say, yo, the Salah look really good. Like he started so well this season and everything there click. Trent inverting and all of that stuff. So but Sly started with that. But I like Liverpool can win the league. I started to believe that we could win the league. Zine, now it come down to the nitty gritty. Players got injured. We started to use the youths. Ryan not believing in the youths, Obviously,
No bother with that,
Me,
man. No bother with that. No
me
bother
as
with that.
somebody who knew the academy, and when these people were coming and stepping up, and we were doing well, like honestly, we never really want some of the people, the senior man, them come back because me say, yo, me could continue use the youths them, right? I mean, obviously, I go use the better players, and that happened. Them come back, and then everything just seem to mess up. People start believing, oh, club shouldn't tell people say them a leave and all sort of nonsense. I try to find an agenda to why we're losing games. When you look at the hardcore facts, bro, we were robbed. We were robbed against Tottenham, clear as daylight. Robbed against Arsenal, where Ryan say outplay we, and us Odegaard handball the ball in the
No, me
penalty.
talk.
And
Dima, me talk about the one of the Emirates. Me agree with all of
yeah,
them rob the way.
and we were robbed when Doku kicked the man in him chest and we forget a penalty, brother. And all of them something me like just go against me. And for me, those were points where I think would have make would probably clear at the top of the league at that time. Zine
So
and
so you
probably
don't so you don't agree with my thought process that over the course of a season it even out. Like you just feel like Uno get
no,
way
actually
worse.
actually I do. I do, you
Okay.
know. I do, but them 1 year, brother, but honestly, me not get involved with referee and thing, but the Diaz Tottenham one, like that never happened, like in the history of football, me never see that.
The Tottenham game was a madness. I will give you that. I will
But
give you that.
Dima,
Go on,
Dima,
Ryan.
Yeah.
look on, bro, even the City game, I agree, said the Doku thing a penalty, but even before that, Diaz get the man them for kill the man them
Yeah,
3 times,
that's
man.
fine. That's fine. But me, like, chances are gonna miss in a football, you know, brother. But when you can step in the man
Darwin so
chest,
bad then when
why
Finn missed
me
him
beat
one them?
Darwin so bad?
Yeah.
Because Darwin Nunes has missed 36 big chances in the league, hit the post 30 times and offside a bag of other times, bro. No, him hit the post 10 times and offside 30 times. For me, brother, the man not learning, bro. Like, him man, yo, don't start me upon Nunes.
Well, I
Uh,
know, so you know, think this season him has improved. I think last season him that bad, but I think this season him look a bit improved, but he missed too much chance. I may agree
bro,
with you.
me no want to talk about Nunes, bro.
So
Me
you
go
know,
just
think him
right.
improved this season, Dima. I know
Boss,
he
me
missed
no,
them chance.
no, bro. At the same, like,
Numbers wise him improve. I think him link up plays a little better this year. Like him look like him could even be dangerous from a wide position more than last year. So
Me that sell him still, brother. Me can me say him one of the best striker, but me take back that I'm sorry, but me that sell him, bro. Me can't take him, bro. The man,
remember the Luton game? Oh, draw with Luton. Like them
yeah.
little something. There. Salah nod the ball across to the man in the 6 yard box, and the man kick the ball over the. My, oh, no, pick up for somebody like that, brother. Like, no,
Yeah.
how? Salah played through the man 1-on-1 in our next game. Him round the keeper and still kick the ball upon the post. Empty goal. Like, me
you
just
know what save Darwin right now? Nicholas Jackson.
all of them, the two of them are the same thing, bro.
Because everybody can say at least him not as bad as Nicholas Jackson.
The two of them are the same thing. But yeah, just let me wrap up so we can get to the prediction. So for me, me not buy into this thing say, oh, when Klopp announced him a leave, the thing like we have been robbed of the main thing for me. Secondly, our missed chances this season. I mean, we always miss chances as a Liverpool team. This is not just no. Like we never been a clinical team. But like this season, it just seemed like it's just way worse because of Nunes. Because Salah always miss chances. But this season, bro, the miss chances is crazy. And the third thing for me, like the way how we concede goals first all the time. I think we'll lead the league, that conceding first and then winning from losing positions or whatever the thing is. So like I still no want to give up. Zine come here on Liverpool fan and I go just think they hope, but yeah, them
Stop
thing
it,
they come.
Dima. It done. It done.
So me think we go actually drop points to West Ham again, but we get here.
All right. So yeah. So I don't have anything to add. The Liverpool fans them come and give them synopsis. So me now go. Me have nothing to add on Liverpool. Just I'll jump in at the prediction now. So me let the Liverpool fans them get the last one. Me will say in this game, I don't really trust West Ham farm, but with Antonio running into form, I think he's the type of striker that normally give this backline issues. And I think it will be much of the same in this one. So I'm gonna say it is going to be a day where the Liverpool players actually finish a few chances. They won't get no goals. I think it's gonna be a Desmond 2-2, 2-2. Desmond 2-2. That's what I'll go for that one. What do you guys think?
So for me, like brother, like me saying, but the expect for drop points in the last part of the running. I did not see the Crystal Palace drop points. I saw Everton dropping points and Man U dropping points. But the Crystal Palace one really chose some spanner in the wheel for me.
Yeah,
So this game, the early kickoff where we don't like
yeah, you
that's
hate it.
one of the main things going away, I think, or away from it's been dreadful. If Calvert Lewin can come bad up the back line, so brother, I can just imagine where Kudus and where Antonio come to the back line there. I don't know if Klopp is going to use Konate like or
Yeah, I mean the last game it was what? Kwanzaa?
no, the last game he bring back Konate. No, he bring back Kwanzaa, but before that in
And
the
Konate was the weekend game
something like that. But
against
like
Fulham. Yeah, Konate played against Fulham and then Kwanzaa played
yeah, something
against
like that.
Everton.
Cody Gakpo should be back after the birth of his I don't remember what, but
And
a
he goes in the starting lineup for you, I'm sure.
yeah, definitely goes in the starting lineup. And I think that we're going to drop points. I see West Ham actually beating us at home, at their home, and I'm going to go for a 2-1 to West Ham.
All right, 2-1 for West Ham. So I know that's painful for the Liverpool fan, but hey, he's keeping it 100 people. He said I'm going to lose. Ryan, what you say? Yeah, I know you still have faith.
No, man,
Well,
I don't
wait,
feel,
so
man.
wait, this don't make sense. Demo
No, I
say him
don't
still
feel,
have
man.
faith. Him said them are gonna lose. Ryan say done. So Ryan, you think them are gonna lose too?
No, I think it's going to draw 1-1.
Okay, 1-1 I go for. All right.
Yeah. If I know,
All right,
if it not
people.
draw, West Ham will go win. Man, I see we are win, bro.
And
Confident,
by the
bro.
way, and oh, I don't know if Jesus promote the gambling thing and the odds thing, but
Yeah, man, you can go on, man.
if,
No
if
problem. Man,
the
I'm not a big gambler, but me not
no
against it,
no no, I know I know about gambling, but you can put your house that West Ham will be scoring first in that game. Just put your house on it.
They said that is something that you can definitely see.
Yeah, man,
Okay.
we are concede and we are concede first.
So yeah,
Until flat come in.
I guess the only good thing, well, no, it looks like Jared Bowen should be back. So you guys will be facing the full strength attack, Paqueta, Bowen, Kudus, and Antonio. Eesh, not looking good.
Early
Trouble.
morning joke.
Not looking good. Early morning with no Liverpool, I love that. So I could see
Well,
what the
so,
people in the chat say. Rockford say West Ham 1-0. All right. So another game, no goal for Liverpool, him say. That would be what, 3 out of 4 in the league? That must be some kind of record. Pristine say Liverpool win 3-1.
No,
Okay.
when I score against Fulham. We beat Fulham,
That's
no,
what I
sir?
said. 3 out of 4.
Oh, okay.
Because I never score against Everton or Palace. And this would have made 3 out of 4. Mm-hmm. RR Sekonate is a straight madded. Yeah, hasn't been his best, I would say, in about the last month or two. God bless youth says 3-0 to Liverpool. All right, God bless youth. We know that you still have faith in your team. Mac City, big up yourself, Mac City, all right. You somebody where normally they run. So I'm going to write down your score them as well, Mac City. So Mac City say 5-2 to Liverpool.
Mac City crazy, man.
Why Mac City?
Yeah, Liverpool has scored so much goal.
Mac City
But
say
Dimo, what you think
Liverpool
about
get
coach?
upset on them and just get serious. RR say 5-1. Yo, is Sane back and I don't know.
Jesse,
You mean money?
That's what I meant, Mane. Sorry.
Jesse, what you think? What you think about coach? Can we know the man know only? What you think
All
about the
right,
new coach?
so for me, the coach, I feel like it might be like one job too early for him. My personal opinion. I do think that Feyenoord have a good style. I think they have built a good team. So the guy has a good eye for talent. But I just worry about the size of the job and the scrutiny and being the next manager after Klopp. I'm gonna have to do a little bit more research about, because I don't even think it's about his footballing acumen. I think in a job like that, you just have to have the right personality to deal with the scrutiny. I think it's a part of the reason why Arteta has worked with Arsenal is like his personality. He doesn't really shy away from the media, and he's very at home in that position with the media. That's another reason I think Klopp worked at Liverpool. He was able to, even though he can lose it with the media, he's at least truthful with the media, and he can tell that he's not afraid of the media. I think that's one of the reasons why Emery never worked at Arsenal. For as great as he was on the pitch, he was very uncomfortable in those press conferences. And when you're an Arsenal manager, there's a lot more eyes, and it's the same thing with Liverpool. So for me, that's the part that's going to be the toughest for him. I rate Dutch coaches, so I will always think a Dutch coach will be okay. But when you get into that situation in that hot seat and the results start to go left, you have to have the personality to stick with your guns and tell the people them, give me time or whatever you're going to tell them. I think is a part of the reason why Ten Hag probably won't last. Is obviously him not getting the results on the pitch. And what him saying the press conferences is about 99% of the time madness. Because he might convince me, say the team should have beat a team when they play horrible. So that's why I say I want to do some research on how the man deal with himself in the interviews. So I know I won't get the same type of vibe from how him deal with the Feyenoord people, but you can maybe get some clues and see how him would have deal with it. So
if not him, if so who you think it'll be the better choice? Demo, wait, may I get a question?
Bro, first of all, slot out. May I say it early? Slot out and carry Darwin Nunes. Brother, like what my club I got to, brother? This is such a underwhelming signing, bro. Like, me not understand. Like, this feel like Brendan Rodgers all over again. Them see a little man a play some good ball at Swansea, him knock round the ball decent, and you just go sign him. Who the hell is this brother? Look how the man look. Like, you're not supposed to watch how people look or whatever. But who the brother? Him look like him can attract no big name player? Like Slot, Arnie Slot. Oh, Arnie Slot take up the phone and say, oh, me call Kamavinga. The man probably is him teeth and say, oh, you. Like, what? Who is this, brother? Sure.
Yeah, it was a bit surprising, especially seeing that, like, if he was gonna go to the Dutch league and grab a coach, why you never go grab Peter Bosz?
Like, no, but like, may I try, like, everybody I tell me, say, yo, give him a chance and this coming like Nunes to me again, you know. When Nunes there come, I say the same thing. What we go pick up the brother here from? Like, why? Like, he's not that great. You know, when time you go when you know you're linked to a signing, and if you don't watch the league, you go watch the highlight package and watch
Just
some games and stuff.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm gonna do that and go watch Nunes. I'm gonna say, what the hype about? Like, I'm not see nothing. I'm gonna watch him against me when he be scoring in the Champions League and Ray. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna go pick up some research and I'm gonna go look. Apparently, he's right up there in the top 7 leagues as his teams make the high turnovers for the opposition. I think his team is topping that.
No, yeah. When you look at how his teams play, it stylistically makes sense. Again, I just think that you have to go back to when Klopp came. Klopp is coming from taking his team to Champions League finals, and it's a different
like
level.
Try make top 4 kind of signing.
But this man take Franier to Europa Conference League final.
Oh, that is the Dutch league, brother. Like, why we keep on to do this?
Ryan. So you're saying he's gone to which? So wait, they went to the Conference League final when? Was that last year?
When Roma beat him, Jose Mourinho.
Okay, so that was 2 years ago.
But my thing is, I don't know much about him and stuff, and I'd rather say a better manager. But the end of the day, when me look at some people set up team, when I set up Liverpool, the stats like Michael Ricketts, you have to understand Demon. So Michael Ricketts is a man who deal with stats.
Yeah,
And
the
they believe
data
that,
driven thing.
yeah,
Yeah, the data driven thing.
the data. So that's why them and Michael Ricketts want to run thing, brother. So him know a man who gonna make him uncomfortable. He want a yes, man. That's all I see. Cause when them go back for Michael Edwards, I say, oh here we go again. Him and club could get along, but I just feel a way the club are going still. But
You,
we
you
are
know, you know, you know what them tell we? You know what them tell we, Jason? Them tell we that this brother is just coming to coach. He's not a manager, you know. He's just coming to coach the team. Him have no say in a nothing else. He's just the coach. So even Michael Edwards basically go pick the signings, and then him a go bring the signings to the coach, and the coach
So
probably just have to take it.
and it won't be like a Edu Arteta where it's like a brain trust. He just won't have nothing to do
No,
with it.
no, he's just the coach will set up a team. Like him have no say in a nothing else. And it's just a yes man them want. I
no
mean, like,
Demo.
But it's an
Demo.
expensive yes man on the buy. You know see how much money you not get find out to get him.
what? Bro, Michael Edwards not do that, bro. The man did want 15 million euros, and Michael Edwards in take 9 with most of 2 million add-on.
13 to
Demo.
15 me see. So
Demo.
I guess negotiate it down a little
Yeah,
more.
man, 9 million
Demo.
with 2 million add-ons.
Demo.
Okay.
You're in a problem, cause guess what? Michael Edwards look like him want to be. Why him not come be the coach and done?
Like,
FSG,
Look,
FSG lazy. Them never want go try to go out of the box. Them a stick with them now. And this brother, the same thing them give Bernard Rodgers now. Buy Balotelli, buy this, buy that, and give them.
and to be honest, it's almost like a safety net for the coach, because no matter what, him can always say, brother, what you want from me? Me not pick them ball here. I don't mean pick none of them ball here.
Yeah,
You
son, come
understand?
back on the man, them,
That's true. That's true. But I'm not sold. I will never be sold unless him come in and win a league. But we're too long for Liverpool right now. But
So,
Yeah,
hold on,
true.
Demo.
Liverpool days
Who do
done.
you
So
want, Demo?
Liverpool,
Who do you want?
what
Who
I
do you
wish
want,
on-
Demo? Quick, Jason. Who do you want, Demo?
boss, I said let us break the bank for Simeone. Me need somebody who win things, who proven in our top league, who have character, who have
Who's Simeone? Who's
when mean
Simeone?
Atletico Madrid coach. When time you see them man they a rile up him have the personality just like Klopp, the charisma, the aura
Him
of a
can't
top
speak
manager.
English,
Him
bro.
win what?
Him can't speak English.
Well, that not have nothing to do with
You
me. The
sure?
man
You
can
sure he
win
can't
things.
speak
I
English?
don't know.
Him can't speak English. That's gonna
Bro,
be a big
all man
issue.
say is my first choice was that whether the English or not. Then you have Mancini out there who win things, proven in the league already. Him have a aura about him. Like you have
Hey,
so
saw the
many.
money tall, He might left that.
But I don't know. But all man say is there's other people out there than this bro. Yeah, not him. Anybody but him. Give me Emery before him sign the contract. As a matter of fact, go on for Steve Gerrard, bro. Steve Gerrard go over Scotland and go win whatever him win over there. So and bro, I can't take that new brother here. Slat.
So
Give him a chance, Demo. Let us see.
take back Gerard or get Gerard now?
Yes, give me Gerrard. Gerrard
Wow.
went to Scotland and dethroned
I hope
Celtic,
Gerard
bro.
never managed Liverpool because I want him consider a legend at Liverpool forever. And if he ever go manage there, it will just mess up him image.
What you mean? But you can't just judge him off Aston Villa, bro. Like
You
he
judge him off
actually
of him there right now too.
Gerard no good,
but
brother.
hold on. The man do well with the youth teams. Then him go to Scotland and do a madness, knock off Celtic. I think him win whatever. Him go far into the Europa League with Rangers. And then him come at Aston Villa and then it never work out too well. Like,
Demo.
man,
And you know what really going against him even worse for Villa? That whole situation. Look how Emery have them.
yeah, that's why it looks so. Like, me not judge him off for just
Gerard
Aston
no good,
Villa.
brother. Gerard a my legend and a my brother. Gerard no good, brother.
Anyway, we will leave Liverpool. Sorry, Jason. I used that.
Yeah, man. You can't vent, man. Because, I've been there before where I feel like it's over. At least I kind of feel a little more optimistic than right now,
Yeah, somebody say, Ole, give me Ole too, bro. Anybody but Slat.
This man doesn't say anybody but Slat, Literally. All right. So, yeah, everybody put in them results basically it kind of split down the middle, you know. We have some draw, we have some West Ham win, we have some Liverpool win. So that look like one where somebody will get a lead. So make us see how that turn out, people. All right, we're gonna move right along. We're not gonna spend so long on all the match them, but true, we have the resident Liverpool fans them. We just give them a chance for vent. All right, so the next game, people, we have Fulham and Crystal Palace. So quick and fast, give me some prediction for that one, yeah. Very tight. Obviously, we have Bobby Reid captain the team against Liverpool. Great for him. Hopefully the coach don't farm the fool and bench him like he been doing lately. But Crystal Palace people, I don't think anybody want to play them right now. They have 3 wins on the bounce under the new manager. Some impressive ones at that. Liverpool, West Ham, Newcastle, all top 10 teams, and they have 3 scalps. So what can I say? Fulham hosting Crystal Palace. Not really much to play for. Can't really get anywhere in the standings too tough. Just playing for some different prize money at this point. So you're going
Crystal
with the
Palace.
farm team or you like the home team in this one, people?
Crystal Palace has been excellent since they beat Liverpool. New manager. They have something good going. Beat Newcastle the last game. So I am going with Palace to win 2-1.
Palace 2-1, Ryan. Say, all right.
Yeah,
Palace 2-1.
I have that game as a draw. Eze seem to have picked up a little injury. I'm not sure if he's gonna play the game.
Ooh, don't say that. A
And without
fantasy.
yeah, that's why
Can
in bench in my fantasy. I'm yellow flag.
Damn.
But the coach said he has an injury and seeing that them not really have nothing to play for, I'm not sure them are gonna risk him. And Eze and Olise are really who make that team click and make Mateta look like say him a Drogba 2.0. So I'm going to go for the draw. Mooney's kinda drop off a little bit.
Yeah, been dead lately.
Yeah, but I think this is the perfect opponent for him come up against. So I'm
Get a
going to go
one back.
for a
Yeah.
2-all draw. 2-all draw for me.
All right, 2-all. Yeah, so I want to say it look dryish, but I feel like somebody gonna get the odd goal and get a winner. I'm just not sure who. Look, if Eze don't play, I believe Olise was kind of rested last week, so him probably will play. I think as long as one of them can link up with Mateta, them still going to be dangerous. I just think them really look more dangerous with the back 3 system they've been using. Tyreek Mitchell further up the pitch look like a very dangerous player in the attack. Same with Daniel Munoz on the right. That brother full of energy. I don't know how him so fit. Just run non-stop. I'm going with the hot team, people. I think them going to give Fulham a hot 2-1. I think this one going to end up 2-1. I agree with Ryan on that. 2-1 to Crystal Palace. I think Mateta continues to score goals and kick over the corner flag. So 2-1 to Crystal Palace. And hopefully start Bobby Reid, coach. Stop bench the baller, please. And put him on the field if you bench him and don't make him sit down and watch the game. I beg you. But yeah, 2-1 to Crystal Palace, people. So moving along. As we said, we're not going to take as long as the first one there. Next one, Man United Burnley. Wow. So, this one will be at Old Trafford, people. But look at Burnley's form. They have a win, draw. They did lose to Everton, but they drew and they drew. So, for them, that's a good 5-game stretch. Manchester United, 2 draws, 1 loss to Chelsea. So they had 3 draws, 1 loss, and 1 win. So literally, they're pretty much on almost the same form right now in the last 5. Burnley trying to get out of the relegation zone now on 23. I believe it's 28 points to get to safety. So pretty much at this point, they need 3 points in every game if they want to stay up. At least they have 4 games left. I would say they need at least 10 points to think that they have a chance to be safe. So that's 3 wins and a draw. Maybe they could get away with 2 draws and 2 wins and be safe. But they would love to get that 3 points and get closer to safety. Manchester United, on the other hand, 53 points, probably too far gone for the 4th place. But I'm sure they would want to try to maybe keep that 6th spot to get a chance to play in Europe. Or maybe not. I don't know. What do you think, United fans in the chat? Let me know. But for me, I think that this game is going to be a tough one for Manchester United. I think Burnley right now playing some of the best football they've played all season. I think that Manchester United don't really have many players to play defense at the moment. I think the Casemiro Harry Maguire partnership will still be in effect tomorrow. So that simply means that anything can happen. And I just simply don't trust this Manchester United team to do anything much. Bruno Fernandes has been very productive lately, so I won't put it past him to single-handedly win them the game or get them some goals. But I do think that they will concede with this backline again. I'm not going to overdo it, people. I think that this game is going to draw, though. So I'm going to say that it's going to be another 2-2 match with Man U and Burnley, people. Burnley still fight another day, get a point on the day, and United fans can cuss Ten Hag some more. But what you guys think in the chat and also on the panel, what do you think going to happen in this game?
Man U never beat Sheffield last game?
Man U did beat Sheffield 4-2.
Okay. I'm predicting Burnley
or 2-1?
3-2. 3-2.
3-2 United?
No. United beat winning the 3-2 the last game.
No, man. See it on the screen there. 4-2. You probably not look, but a 4-2 them beat them.
4-2.
Okay. 4 goal at the end.
Okay. May I predict Burnley to win, you know. I like Burnley what they were playing in the last couple of games. They get the result. For me, I'm going to predict Burnley to beat Man United 2-1.
2-1. All right.
Yeah.
I almost go with that, you know, but I now overdo it. I think United find a way to draw. What do you think, Dimo?
People, please don't buy any of those if you gamble, you're not gonna lose the money. Manchester United will win this game comfortably. It will be Manchester United a lot, Burnley a little.
All right.
Like the thing is,
for the purpose of correct score, just give me a score.
Yeah, all right. So Manchester United 4, and I think that Burnley will score a goal, probably 1. So I'm going to go 4-1.
4-1. All right, cool. Let's say I word 4-1. Have it on
them
for the
boy
4-1.
Start my misery, you know, me not mercy upon them, you know. Them boy they start my misery in the Premier League, you know. So I'm not a mercy upon them.
United, yeah. That was really the start of it for real.
And them salt up my team, man.
Oh, I just wanted to say, by the way, for the people who make Rashford a post about him get abuse, and stop it, please. Rashford him need to have a clear mind and stop complaining about this abuse thing when people say him not play good. Not playing good is not abuse. People saying that you're not supposed to be in the team is not abuse. Like, fans have a right for talk. But I mean, the ones who are abusing him, please stop.
Sheffield, him forgot PSG, brother. I need a new start. Perfect replacement for Mbappe.
PSG?
Yeah, because PSG have built a good team,
yeah,
bro.
But when them want too much money, brother. How much money them want for the man, so?
Oh.
Man United not put one big old price tag on him, like a 2020 this.
How much money them put on him?
At least them say them want at least 75, brother.
Yeah, PSG will pay that because Mbappe are go away. They want to replace Mbappe. I think PSG will
but them not get no money for Mbappe. You just talk about the money we free up from the wage.
No, man. But PSG have a lot of money they need. I think Mbappe and Rashford need to leave money, bro. Money are all long, brother. He need to leave, bro. If he never seen potential, bro.
Yeah, Rashford is one of the biggest waste of talent, brother. I tell you the God honest truth. The man, I don't know how a player can, like, literally have so much production with such limited football IQ. It's amazing that, like, you know how much talent that you need to have such bad decision making and still produce. Because the man does have some wicked touch every now and again and a wicked shot, but him just can't put it together, brother. It's a real annoying player, man. He should be a lot better than he is. Anyway, Newcastle and Sheffield United. So I think personally Sheffield is done. I know mathematically they can still win out and still maybe stay up, but I just don't see them winning 4 games in a row, especially if the first of those games is on the road at St. James Park. Now, Newcastle at home, typically, very hard to beat. Sheffield has been putting up a fight lately. Even last week, they had the win. Well, not had the win, but they had the lead against Manchester United and were overcome in the end. But, Sheffield, kudos to them. Since they've been down in 28, they've been trying, not getting the results and getting much to show for it. But they've been playing decent. Even this Liverpool loss, they had stretches where they look good in that game as well. So, Sheffield obviously will be going down, but I don't think it's the type of team where you can say them just give up. They have been trying, They did receive a 8-0 from Newcastle earlier in the season. And I think that was the game when the guy lost his job and they brought back their old coach Wilder, actually. So Newcastle has already gotten rid of one manager. Hopefully them don't do nothing like this to this new manager, Wilder, even though he have more experience with them. So I doubt them will get rid of him now. But Newcastle people, I don't think there'll be any kind of crazy stuff happening here. I think Isak has been on fire lately before he played Crystal Palace, obviously. But I think he returns to form against this defense. And, Anthony Gordon, Harvey Barnes, the like, they'll all be rampant on the day. And I think that Newcastle scores a few goals as well. Kind of on the fence about if they keep a clean sheet or not. I don't think they keep the clean sheet. I think Sheffield find a way to score a goal. Maybe Burton Diaz get a goal or something, and them score from a set piece or something. So I'm gonna say that Newcastle wins this one pretty big though. I'm gonna go for a 3-1 win for Newcastle. Almost 4-1, but I'll say 3-1. I want to say about the Newcastle versus Sheffield United.
Newcastle for me 3-1.
3-1 as well.
I'm going to give my prediction, but remember, let me just say this first. Remember Sheffield, when I think when them they just come up on the Wild and them they have centre backs
overlapping centre backs.
Yo, that crazy talk. It just no Sheffield used to do that. Yeah. And them they make a good run them did
I remember for parts of that season they were in the top 6 and they ended up 9
and them centre back Basham and them man they.
Yep.
Yo, that was crazy. But
the crazy thing, that same Basham brother still there up on the bench,
Yeah,
he not play no more. He may come on if something happen, but him not start. But I'm still there.
Yeah, but I think Newcastle just have too much. I think that Callum Wilson came back as well.
Yeah, he's back.
So I think Newcastle will have too much at home, and that's why I'm load up my fantasy team with them. So I'm going to go for Newcastle 4, Sheffield 1.
All right. So Newcastle fantasy points out there, Demo say. So now adjust on the team.
So where you get for win that
transfer?
Where you get for when I play fantasy? Where you get?
Brag pan Jason man. So
me I think the only one me I play with the money budget something is the I Am Sure Sports one. Cause me actually prefer the draft one where I know everybody have the same ball of them. Me just like that one the more still. I mean,
you don't get nothing but bragging rights, Ryan, unless you one of them with money.
Yeah, no. If your team incredible and you win the overall world something, you get a bag of things, but that's very hard for win.
And that's the Premier League one.
Yeah, I think you get trip to game next year.
Why you that tell Ryan that? Why you that tell? No, we can't win that, boss. Why you not mention that?
No, because but honestly. No, I don't think none of we could have win, to be honest.
Yeah. Nobody.
Why?
Nobody
you could have, because somebody win out in the world. But
the
chances of that happening.
The man they study
right now, how the things bad in the US, I rank 400 and something thousand in the US alone.
Exactly.
400 and something thousand place Medina.
That's crazy.
It's hard, brother. It's hard. I mean, there's some of them money. I'm look upon them highest score every week. I say, the money I live. I don't know how.
Yeah,
no matter what happened, no matter who scored a week there, them have them.
Them have a textbook by FPL in the boss. No, we not do them something, the boss.
Them man, they love it.
Them love it, brother. Them love it. Them love it like how I love stream video late. Mad people thing. All right. Wolves, 43 points. Luton, 25 points. Yo, to be honest, Wolves, them for they higher than them there, you know, the way how them team play, you know. But I guess them whole forward line injured, so I can't to beat them.
Mm-hmm.
I was so happy when Arsenal played them, the timing of it.
Them
No
clock
Cunha, no nobody. It was like blessing. It was a blessing. I couldn't believe
Them a
it when I
come
saw
through.
who was going to play.
Them have Liverpool the last game with Petronet and them and they always come.
No, man. By the time them play Liverpool, everybody forward back for you. Watch. Can we have the last game of the season that for you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At 3 seasons we play them the final game, bro.
Premier League have a way for always do that, you know. Like put certain game around the same time. Like this is rare that we play Tottenham so late in Spurs Stadium. That game I usually go on early. All right, anyway.
Yeah,
Wolves
boy.
versus Luton.
Yeah, boy, I gonna get sweep tonight, bro. So
No, but that's game 3 this, you know. You're not done yet.
yeah,
But
bro, them now win,
it
bro. The
done.
3 game that now, bro.
They might win a 1 game at home, man. Like our Lakers might get a 1 game.
Hold on. No, what the series now? 3-0 now?
Yeah, but I best a 7 in the first round, you know.
So tell me something. Me think if Lakers lose them gone.
Yeah, but Lakers lose 3 yesterday and them have 1 more for lose now.
No, but me think the seeding of the team them. How many say Golden State and them team?
Because remember them change up the thing, you know. Basically, if you finish 10th, 9th, 8th, and 7th, you have to do one playing. Kind of like what JPL I don't know if you reach to the semifinals. Basically, the 2 winner them are the playing part, them get the 7 and the 8 seed, and then them going at the top 8 players who are going now. So that's why you know say Golden State make it in a this.
Oh.
Lakers and Denver play a 7-game series right now, and a 3-0 them a lose. So if them lose 1 more, them done for.
Ryan, man, go basketball off here, no boss. A 1:13.
All right, it get late, so I could just run through this real fast. Wolves versus Luton. Just give me a score them real quick. We're not tired.
Wolves 2. Wolves 1.
What? So Luton need the points, so you give them. All right, 2-1 Demo say.
Luton home, right?
No, the game is at the Molyneux.
Oh, for real?
Mm-hmm.
Oh Lord.
Just to say you're based upon the injuries and all the stuff.
No, I actually thought that Luton were playing at home.
No.
I go still stick to it. I think Wolves clock out for the season, boss. Them can't get relegated. Them can't.
Yeah, them just in that dead space.
Especially after the Arsenal game, the home see them play, and the coach of Sarabia and thing they on the bench. I mean, like, what? Them just give Arsenal a game then. Why you the bench Sarabia and something?
Yeah, the Sarabia one was shocking. I don't think Cunha was
crazy. Fit. But yeah, so I'm going to stick with it. Luton 2, Wolves 1.
All right, cool. Ryan, what you say?
Yo, bro, more Luton Town win, bro. Come on, them still, bro.
Me too.
But here the problem now. This is what I got cause issue now. Luton Town are going to win, and also City are going to lose. But Arsenal are going to lose. And that we will worry and beat Liverpool now. Because guess what? Luton Town have to win, you know. And City going to lose. Because guess what? The conspiracy where the whole of Nottingham Forest are going with. By any local thing, they will get some thing we're supposed to. Or they will get away with against.
So you feel like the league feels sorry for them at this point, and they're going to find a way for Forest stay up.
Yes, and it's going to look go be City. Where them get 2 penalty pan. And then the last thing I know Arsenal win it. Just can't deal with it, Jason. Swear to God. Especially Crystal.
Better pray say most of the actually no. Because I feel like right now
me I
want to be the most tolerable Arsenal fan. But if you win the league this year, you're not gonna hate me.
No, brother. You know, just continue, brother. We'll reach that point. Continue.
Yeah, we soon reach to the Gunners. All right. So Luton, Demo say Luton. Ryan, where did say? Where you say? Luton are gonna win, right?
3-1 me I predict Luton.
3-1 Luton win. All right, me there right. Max City won. Luton said 2-1 and then him said them play hard at home. So Max City, you hear me say them now play at home. So let me know if you want to keep that score there. Fresh said 3-2 Luton. All right, listen. Luton need the game. Wolves no business about the game. See? And we want a bell in the Premier League next year. So, me I say, Carlton Morris masterclass. Brace for Morris. 3-2. Think Cunha gonna score too. Yeah, man. 3-2.
I don't think that this win will help them to stay up still. The three promoted teams are going straight back down.
Trotted. That's that. I don't like that, I don't like that. That don't make the league look so good. Or maybe make it. I don't know what that means, but I don't like that. I wish one of them could have stayed up.
Oh, by the way, just Juma just mentioned that. Oh, shout out to Leicester. I think they got promoted today too, so they're back in the league.
Leicester's back in the league because Leeds didn't show up to our game today. I don't know how that happened to you in a title race. You get 4 love, brother.
What? What do you mean? Them not show up?
Well, them up on the field. A 4 love QPR give them in a boss.
Right, and them turn up, but them just never play good, brother.
Oh, come here and say, what?
Brother, I come in like I couldn't believe it, brother. I watched the game and I said, no, this can't be real, man. How are they letting this happen in such a crucial time?
Yeah,
but we did say Leicester and Southampton are get the promotion, but Southampton also messed up, so it might actually be Ipswich and Leicester get the automatic, when it's all
Ipswich
said and
play tomorrow, though.
Yeah, everybody else basically play tomorrow. I think there might be some games Sunday too, but I feel like all the top team them play tomorrow. Ipswich, Leicester, Southampton. The whole of them have them games tomorrow.
But I love to see Ipswich up still.
Yes, so don't have to worry about Amari Bell in the league. We'll have Omari Hutchinson when they need for
No,
but so what? We don't know where I'm going there. It might not there.
Yo,
that's true.
Gibbs White demon for go down. That's him art lower down. Same have championship, same thing. That more.
Oh, but if Forest go down, Gibbs White are one of the first people themselves to get our money.
Exactly. I want big club by him.
Gibbs White reached too far now, Ryan. You're not gonna see him playing a championship again.
No, sir.
The man produced too much for that team. You have to play championship ball again, brother. Literally them big baller. So yeah. Even the side where get promote might buy him or something. Just to make sure them have a baller. All right, next game. Everton, Brentford. So this game, not quite like the Crystal Palace Fulham one where both teams kind of safe. Yeah, I would like to think both these teams should be safe, but 40 points is that magic number, so they probably want to reach it just to be fully safe. So Brentford and Everton, both teams coming off of 2 straight wins, which I don't think either one of these teams can say that much this season. 2 games in a row, 2 wins. Everton with back-to-back 2-0 victories at Goodison Park. And then you have Brentford winning at home and also away. Big win against Luton to kind of get away from the relegation zone last week. So this one will be a tough one to call, people. Both teams on, good form for them. Everton, of course, before the 2-0 got the 6-0 from Chelsea. That was a bad day for them, but they had a 1-0 victory before that, and they drew with Newcastle before that. So decent run of form for both teams. Brentford unbeaten in their last 5, 3 draws and 2 wins. Everton with the 1 loss, and then the 3 wins and a draw. So both teams on pretty similar form right now. Everton, I guess you could argue maybe one of their best performances last week. I know the Liverpool fans will say, boy, on another day that could have been, a lot to a little bit for Liverpool, but, we have to honor the scoreline. It was 2-0 to Everton, so I have to give them respect. But I don't know. I think this one have a draw written on it, people. What do you guys think? I'm going to say this one ends in a 1-1 draw. I think both teams will kind of cancel each other out on the day, and it will end 1-1. What do you guys think about the Everton and Brentford game? Shout out to my boy Pinnock, obviously back from injury and scored a goal last week. don't think he'll keep the clean sheet this week, though. 1-1 it will end. What you guys think?
Me I predict Brentford have to win, guy. If them lose this game, them going to get dragged in the relegation bucket. So I'm predicting Brentford to win. I'm predicting 2-0 to Brentford.
2-0 Brentford. All right.
I agree with Jason. I think it's going to be a draw. I think Everton are not as great as they made themselves look against Liverpool. They got up for the derby, and that's pretty much it. They got up at home. Embuemo is back and he's playing like a man on a mission for Brentford, by the way. So big up Embuemo. And I think that it will be a draw. Entertaining 2-2 draw.
2-2. All right. Goodison Park should be up for it after their win. But I do think that Brentford is playing on good form right now. I would love to know what's happening with Ivan Toney. I think it could be injury. I think, I hope it's injury.
He was injured, and the coach
Okay.
and Thomas Frank say him not really want to rush him back.
No need for.
Exactly,
Okay.
especially
And to be honest, the Mbeumo Wissa thing looking dangerous, so I wouldn't rush him back either. Look like them have a nice little chemistry between them as well.
He came off the bench in one of the games and get like 8 minutes or 9 minutes.
Yeah, the game prior to the 5-1 game, he came off and played 8 minutes. And then this past game, I figure he would just get a next second half run out. But maybe he never get a game because them was up so big and him just say no reason, If maybe it was a tight game, you might see him get the 10-15 minutes at the end.
That was it.
Yeah. All right, people. So the last match of Saturday, we get some late afternoon ball game and late night ball in England. Aston Villa versus Chelsea, people. So this is actually one of my favorite matches for the weekend, to be honest. Of course, on one side you have Leon Bailey. Chelsea side you have Nicholas Jackson. No, just kidding. Chelsea side you have some other baller, So this one should be a good one, people. Aston Villa definitely trying to cement their place in that top 4. Of course, they have a 6-point gap on Spurs, who of course have to play Arsenal, but Spurs do have the 2 games in hand, or is it? Yeah, 2 games, right? Them play 32, I believe, and Villa play 34. So Villa is probably looking at it like, look, if we can get these 3 points, put that pressure on them. At this point, they wouldn't have played Arsenal yet, and they'll be thinking, okay, if we can get that 9-point gap, Arsenal can do what they're supposed to do, beat them at them yard, 9-point gap with 3 left, then probably will feel really good about the chances to get this Champions League spot. So Chelsea, on the other hand, not very far off of like 6th place in this amount of points. So they probably still think they could maybe get to Europe, outside shot of doing so. And of course, the great one, Cole Palmer, will be back from his illness again. Arsenal got lucky with the team selection, didn't have to play Chelsea with Cole Palmer, so that was great. We took care of business there. Aston Villa, obviously flying high, getting into the semi-final of a European competition, beating up Arsenal 2-0 at the Emirates, beating Bournemouth last week 3-1 after going down. So they have been looking really good. Watkins, Bailey, Diaby rounding back into some form after falling off a little bit throughout the middle of the season. I think Morgan Rogers has been a steal and a find by Unai Emery again, showing that he has good scouting. Always seems to get those players right before their next big jump in form and their level as a player. He did the same with a lot of the Arsenal players as well that we're using now. So I think that's an underrated thing that Emery does, actually, is find players like maybe before people really know them, because Morgan Rogers is a really good player.
Liverpool, man, I like. But
anyway, I was going to say he's a good candidate for there. I just don't know if when he looks at the, I think that Aston Villa is almost the perfect club for him, though, because if you look at his successes as a manager, yes, he won with PSG, but wasn't able to get the European success with PSG. But the Villarreal's, was it Sevilla or Valencia?
Sevilla.
The team, I think that Villa is in that same kind of realm, like, great fan base, maybe not the biggest clubs in the country, but a club in that will at least back the manager to give him some amount of resources. And I think Villa is, because it's the English league version of that, there's more resources than a Villarreal. So I think he can do more with that. So I think that's a part of the reason why it's working out. I think it's the right level, perhaps, for Unai Emery to get the best. Not as much expectation, but enough resources to kind of compete with the bigger expectation teams. So I think that's why that's like a sweet spot for him, and I think that's why it's working out. But Aston Villa people, I think at Villa Park, they are really, really hard to beat. I think it's one of those places that is starting to grow that reputation as a place that's very, very hard to go and win, especially. You might get a draw out of them there, but it's very hard to go and win.
Chelsea beat them in the FA Cup.
They did beat them in the FA Cup, that is true.
At Villa Park.
At Villa Park, that is very true. That's a good point he made there. But I just don't trust Chelsea's defense enough to say that they're going to beat them at Villa Park. The most I would say might be a draw, but I just feel like the momentum that Villa has right now, they should be decently rested. I don't think
this is a week. This is a week where they listen. If Villa really want to make the top four, this is a statement. When they get the week off rest, plus next week they're going to be in
back in Europe
League.
again. Exactly.
So this win, I think they will beat Chelsea tomorrow and cement them spot. I think Villa need only 2 more wins out of the 4 games to qualify for the Champions League. So I think they will beat Chelsea tomorrow with when him the out for Chelsea for the whole season. What's his name again? The Argentine midfielder.
Yeah, Enzo is out.
Enzo is out. We probably see
diehard Chelsea fans who have been paying attention though, Ryan will tell you that lately it's been looking like it have to be a Caicedo or Enzo, because every game Caicedo play without Enzo lately, the man them win. And every time Enzo come back, 5 love them get from Arsenal. Them draw with Sheffield with the 2 of them. Them draw with Burnley with the 2 of them. So that's a narrative going out now that maybe this might actually be good, because the balance will be a little better. Gallagher won't play as high. He will play deeper next to Caicedo. And you can free up Cole Palmer in the more 10 space. And you play the 2 wing of them. So you have Madueke and you have Modric, so you have a little more speed. So let's see how the coach play it out. But I agree with you, Ryan. I think that the game is too big for Aston Villa. I think the crowd will pull them through. I think it's going to be a good game, though. High scoring. I see it as a 3-2. I don't think Villa get the clean sheet. I think Cole Palmer coming back, it might give Jackson a chance so easy that him actually score it. But I think Aston Villa going to win it 3-2, people. I think more than likely Bailey gets something, whether it's a goal or an assist. And I think Ali Watkins finally, after some weeks, reached that 20-goal mark this week. So, yeah, man, 3-2 to Villa. I think this sets them on their way to get that 4th spot, because you already know what I think will happen to Spurs. So, wait, you never give me a score, though, Ryan. You said they're going to win. What do you think the score will be?
I think Villa going to win. I want to say 3-2 to,
3-2?
But 3-1 Villa.
3-1. All right. Demo?
Yeah, I'm actually going against the narrative here of this Aston Villa at home thing.
Okay.
I think Cole Palmer SC back again, and that will bode well for Chelsea. I was going to mention the Enzo thing being out as a positive, actually, but you just mentioned it earlier. I think Enzo not being in that team is going to be good for Chelsea. I thought Pochettino started the wrong defenders, and I am expecting wholesale changes tomorrow after the defeat to Arsenal. The Desai and who him starting?
Disasi Badia Shield should be put in the trash.
That is not going to happen again. Thiago Silva should be back in the team.
And I saw Colwell training. Would you put him right back in?
No, I think Chalobah will play.
Okay.
And then I think Chelsea would be a lot more sturdy in defense. So I'm going to go for a 2-1 victory to Chelsea in this game, and they'll bounce back. You'll want to see. Well, you'd expect a reaction from Chelsea after such a humiliating loss, after them sell the league. Well, not the league, because City are going the league, but them sell the game against Arsenal. And I'm expecting them to do it against Aston Villa. So I'm going for a 2-1 victory to Chelsea, and Cole Palmer will be on the score sheet again.
Okay. So Jason, what would it mean if City and Arsenal lose and Liverpool win?
Well, if City and Arsenal were to both lose and Liverpool wins, all that would really happen right now is Arsenal would still be in first, unless I mean it's like a crazy margin of victory for Liverpool and we lose by a lot. But more than likely, we would still be in first and goal difference. And you would jump over City for second.
Okay.
Guys, me just see somebody in the chat say him need Leon Bailey in the Champions League. Bro, I'm not predicting based off of what more happen, you know. I'm predicting with proper analysis. Like I'm not predicting because more Leon in the Champions League, me gonna say him gonna win.
And Demo is actually saying that for real because even his own team, based on his analysis, he thinks that West Ham is going to win. So he said 2-1 West Ham. So yeah, this is far from any kind of what he want to see. I have put that in my thoughts a little with the Luton result and some other games, but I'm trying not to do it too much. It's tough though.
Jesse, man say Rockwood, so please, Ryan, give up.
Yo, Ryan tell the same team overachieving, so I'm proud, you know. So Ryan is still proud of them. All right, so people, we're not gonna tarry. We have 2 big games on Sunday, but before that, let's go give them time. Bournemouth and Brighton, another middle of the table, can't really go nowhere. So it just depends which team want it more. Right now, it look like Bournemouth really are try to show say them want to go somewhere in the league. So because of that, I'm gonna go with Bournemouth. I have not seen Brighton show up and play a game like Brighton in about 2 months. So Bournemouth must say, nah, ask no question. Bournemouth are gonna win the game here. 3-1. Brighton a joke out this thing.
Where the game I play? Bournemouth?
Yeah, Bournemouth it there.
Yeah, man, Bournemouth a win, man.
I'm going for a 1-1 draw.
1-1 draw, D must say. Give me a score there, Ryan. Quick and fast.
2-1. I predict Bournemouth to beat them 2-1. Because Bournemouth not 2-1 at home.
Max City said 3-2 to Bournemouth. And Fresh said 2-2. Yeah, that much they could have drawn. But we just feel like Brighton dead, man. Them not going with nothing. Deserve look like him just a wait for next season, yeah, man.
Yeah, you're saying that as an Arsenal fan. I know why. It's all right.
All right, so this is the big one, I think, of the weekend. This is the North London Derby at Tottenham brand spanking new stadium. Beautiful stadium they have for such a terrible side. First place Arsenal on 77. Goal difference plus 40 over Spurs. My gosh. That's unheard of. All right, so look at the recent results, people. Spurs get a bag up from Newcastle. They beat Forest 3-1, draw 1-1, 2-1 over Luton, and then lose 3-0 to Spurs. I mean to Fulham, sorry. Arsenal, on the other hand, up and down. So beat Chelsea, beat Wolves, lose to Villa, beat Brighton, beat Luton. So, boy, I forgot to say only one game we lose in the league, you know, the Bayern game, then mess up my meds. So, not so bad in the league, people. 4 wins, 1 loss, but the loss was a costly one at home to Villa. Boy, look at that, man. If I even just draw that match there, man, really wouldn't matter though, because City still could have jumped over. We needed to win. But anyway, first place Arsenal against 5th place Spurs. Obviously, if you look at the recent results, this is one of the teams that came to the Emirates and got points from us. But if you look last year, January, we went there and got a 2-0 win. So that was one of our first wins there in a while as well. So we kind of broke a little curse we had going there lately. So glad that we got that out of the way. But I think tomorrow is going to be a tough game for us because, of course, Tottenham, even when they were not as good as they are now, always somehow seem to play us tough when we go there. So I am not acting as if this game is just going to be a walk in the park, people. I know it's going to be tough. I think that when you look at the Tuesday game, I'm glad that we got this game on the Sunday because I do think that we really need some rest at this point. I love the fact that Thomas Partey looks so good in that game against Chelsea, because I would love it if Thomas Partey could just be the starting midfielder in the middle of that midfield for the rest of the season, people. I've been waiting for Arteta to just bust him and free him. I thought it would never happen. But to me, that midfield that we saw against Chelsea is the best midfield that Arsenal can possibly put on the field. Rice, Partey, and Odegaard, people. It's when we sign Rice, this is what I envision as the midfield. And, the experiment with Havertz in midfield to start the season, Partey at right back, and all these other mad things that Arteta was cooking up. The man finally just do what I was wanting to see from the beginning. The other question I have on the day is the left back position. Obviously, that's one big point of contention right now for Arsenal fans. We have 3 candidates for it. We have Zinchenko, who I think should not start right now. I don't think he's on the type of form with the ball that warrants him to start for his defensive deficiencies. He's not as aggressive as he was last year. He's not breaking lines as much as he used to. So if he's not doing those things, he can't start. Last week, we started Kivior in the 5-0. The game before that, we started Tomiyasu. I'm trying to figure out which one of those two right now is the better option. I do think that Tottenham, depending on who they play, if they happen to play Brennan Johnson on that side, I'm hoping to God that it's not Kivior, because the one thing that I've seen Kivior struggle with is pace. Tomiyasu also struggles with the pace, as Madueke showed at times in the game against Chelsea, but I think he deals with it a lot better than Kivior. So I think that left back spot will be crucial. How does it play out? What does Arteta think is the best way to go? Me personally, I would be starting Jackie Chan over there for this game, Tomiyasu. And obviously the other 3 pick themselves. Ben White, for me, the best right back in the league this season, and the 2 centre backs, Gabriel and Saliba. And people, put some respect on Gabriel's name. I know Saliba is the Rolls Royce and the potential Ballon d'Or and Virgil van Dijk replacement of best in the world. But right now, Gabriel is playing better than him, people. So put some respect on him.
Gabriel with Nicholas Jackson left on him face, that
I don't care what you say, big man. I don't care what you say. Right now, Gabriel are the leader for the back line there. I tell you, I study this thing. I'm telling you, people. Now take nothing from Saliba, but Gabriel put some respect on him name. All
Gabriel will pick up the ball and sit tonight.
Dima, I don't care what you say, big man. You can talk anything you want to say. All right, and then up front, people, Havertz pick him game. Can't take out Havertz. Super Kai. 60 million down the drain. Kai Havertz scores out. You don't know the big tune. And then on the right side, obviously, we can close our eye. We know we're going to play over there. No matter where we do, Saka over there. The left side now, people. Do you stick with Trossard, who repaid you with the early goal against Chelsea? Do you try to get Martinelli rounded back into his best form by starting him in the North London derby? I think that's going to be the toughest decision of the day, as well as the left back. So 2 big decisions for him to make. I think Spurs, for the most part, going to pick themselves. You'll probably have Son through the middle. You'll probably see Brennan Johnson and probably Werner on the wings. You'll probably see James Maddison in the 10. You'll probably see Sarr and Bissouma in midfield. They pretty much gonna play the similar team. I think Pedro Porro is fit enough to play, so he'll probably start at right back. So they should have their full strength team out for the most part. I think Richarlison still gonna miss this one, but him haven't really been playing that much. So we kind of know what's going on. 2 tough decisions for Arteta, but if he makes the right decisions, people, I do believe that the Chelsea win has given us a different level of confidence right now. And I even trust that even if we go down in this game, the way that Spurs play and the way how Ange set up his team, we will have chances to get back into the game. And I just believe that Arteta has a much better balance between defense and attack with some years under his belt with the team. And I think Ange could potentially get there, but they're not there yet. And that lack of the balance in transition that Spurs have is going to be their demise. And that's why I think Arsenal wins this game 3-1 tomorrow, people. I know that was long-winded, but bear with me. Hopefully you enjoyed that little breakdown. 3-1, me say, people. Want to say?
For me, Arsenal, pressure game, rival. It's going to be difficult. Tottenham have almost 2 weeks to prepare for this game. So Tottenham only have themselves for blame. They're going to be at home. The crowd going to be hectic, loud. Me know so I think Tottenham will beat on Jason.
Fair enough.
Yeah, man. I feel like Tottenham are gonna beat on 2-1, man. I feel like Tottenham have to win that game, and then you see
So you say
because of the,
Derby
the
loss for Derby loss. You wanna lose your Derby, we're gonna lose for you now.
no, Jason, I mean, other than a personal thing, no, brother. You see, because of the heat at the moment. Cause I remember last year when I go there, and the bucker and the pressure. So it's going to be them no want to win the league. Just like
I don't
who
not making an excuse, just stating a fact. 2
mm.
words. Rob Holding.
Yo, brother, the
We don't have
business way.
nobody close to that level of footballer playing in this game Sunday. So, but I
Mm,
understand, I understand. That is fact that happened. I can't say it never happened, but just
mm,
put it into context. The team was a little bit different.
mm. Well, if me not lie, if we beat Spurs, we deserve to win the league, bro. But me just know us wanna win it.
Yeah, I
Just have
mean, I
to get
don't
it.
know. I mean, if we beat Spurs, I don't know if we deserve to win the league because as of right now, as we know, if every team left win every game, City going to win. So they would have deserve it, you know. But yeah, this would be a big step in terms of like I don't even think so though, because I think until game 38, people are going to think that Arsenal are going to choke the next game. So I don't think this will do much for how fans are going to think about Arsenal. If we win this game, people are going to say, "Yo, we're going to win that game, yeah." But next week we're going to lose. So it don't really matter what we do. People are going to think we battle it until 38 and we win. Maybe we'll get little credit. But then they will probably say next year we'll buckle it. So it no matter. People are gonna say we're gonna buckle it no matter what. But Ryan, give me your
Mm.
score. You said I'm gonna win, but how much you think it's gonna be?
You know what? Change my mind. 2-2 Spurs. 2-2.
2-all? All right,
Yeah.
there's man. Demo,
So you
prediction.
give a price? Come see alright on the score. You give a price?
Yeah, man. You get a big prize.
You don't want nothing big, brother. But good. I don't like that big sound.
There. Yeah, so here's the thing. Like this is the actual game that I saw Arsenal dropping points. I didn't see the Aston Villa one. I thought that you guys would have done the job at home versus Aston Villa. So now I feel like say we might have to go change my, my prediction because you know go drop points at the wrong time. But I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to switch it slightly and go with a draw. Just because of you know what, forget that. I think Pastor Kaglu is too stubborn. I think that he's not going to change the way he plays in terms of the highline thing. And honestly, though he might get rip up if him do that against his Arsenal team, especially the way Odegaard is playing. Like when you can call anybody else name you no one, Declan Rice. Yeah, Odegaard for me are the man in that team there. And he has really stepped up as a captain this season. His ball playing ability is one of the best in the league. And so with him stringing those passes against a high line with Tottenham play, um, wait, Van der Ven is still out. I think he's still out. And
I know Udagi is out. That's the one that I
yeah,
forgot
yeah,
about.
Udagi is out at left back, and so I don't know if that's a go make and change the way him play.
Doubt it.
Um,
I'm just slotting Emerson Royal or one of them other
yeah,
man.
but the thing is, I think he plays that high line because the back line that he has, especially Van der Ven, has so much pace. So him
Yeah,
think
man.
them can.
Van de Ven, as far as I know, is fine.
Oh,
No
he is?
issue.
Oh, yeah. So he's not going to change. And so them are going to say, oh, them have the recovery pace for get back and stuff. But we see where Newcastle do to them and Van der Ven skate all over the place and stuff. And I expect the same thing if he doesn't change the way he plays. Arsenal, I am going to say Arsenal is going to win this game. I know that don't really go over this and win a lot, but I think you're going to win this game 3 goals to 1.
Nemo, quick question. Would you
Yeah,
take the former Liverpool, the Tottenham coach, because he's a Liverpool fan?
yeah. Anybody but Slot, brother.
Wait, you talk about Patch is a Liverpool fan?
No, man,
No man, Angie Matak.
Oh, the current coach. Mr. Swear himself farmer.
Wait, no Ange the man name too. Slot.
No, this man named Ange, the other man named Arne.
Oh yeah, something like
Close,
that.
close. A 4-letter name with A.
Yeah, but I'm going Arsenal 3, Tottenham 1.
All right, cool. So last game for the evening, people, and then we're gonna wrap up the marathon late night show. Forest versus Manchester City. As you can see, Nottingham Forest in that tedious position of 17th place, very close to the relegation zone. So I'm sure they would not like to be playing Man City now. But one thing I can say, Forest at home has been getting good results lately. As you can see, their last 3 home games, they haven't lost. They drew with Palace, they beat Fulham, and they drew with Wolves. Now, they haven't played Manchester City at home, that is for sure. But that bodes well for them. They seem to be getting the crowd into their home games now, and they're just finding ways to get points at home. Manchester City, though, doing what Manchester City does around this time of year. Since the 0-0 draw with Arsenal, they have reeled off 4 straight wins, all scoring at least 4 goals in them. So, Manchester City doing what they do pretty much every season for the last 5 around this time of the year. As much as I want them to lose this game, and I think Forest will put up a good fight, I don't see Man City dropping the points in this one. I'm going to be honest with myself and tell you the truth. I think that Man City wins this game by at least 2 goals. I'm going to say that they get 3 on the day and they win this one 3-1. Grudgingly, I hate that I'm saying this, but I do think that Man City is going to get it done. Only thing that maybe you can think of, I know that when he was with Wolves, the coach found a way to get some results with a counter-attacking style, utilizing Traore, and he has the pieces at Forest to maybe do something similar. So hopefully he has the blueprint and can use it. But I don't think tomorrow is the day, people. I just think City is way too on fire right now. Now, the only hope that we might have as well, people, or what we should have had, Man City should have a blasted semi-final to play. But of course, Real Madrid knocked them out. So we can't even lean on that again, people. So with that being said, 3-1 Man City, and we pray again for another day. What do you guys think?
City win.
Yeah, City are going to win, bro. I don't think Forest going to pull it off. Max City said 2-1 Forest. All right. Rockford said 3-0 City. Fresh God said 5-2 City. So what you guys say about the City one?
Yeah, well, what compounds things even more is that Haaland is back in training. I mean, I don't know if that's a good thing for all of the Haaland fans out there. Obviously, people know say I'm not the biggest Haaland fan, but you see how the team look with Alvarez in there and against Brighton, and it's a lot more mobile, I guess, and thing. But
fluid, harder to pick up on everybody.
Exactly. And I mean, maybe if Haaland starts Nottingham Forest to feel like say, them have a chance with the low block thing. But barbecue chicken, Manchester City 4, Nottingham Forest 1. It will be too much. But if Jason, if you want give me a little money, and squeeze it, may have a link over there called Divac Origi. So just talk to me.
Hey, I know said this literally, you see a game like this is a literal Origi game,
That's why I tell you.
Literal, when you think you can't do nothing, at the time you Origi do something.
Demo.
Just give me a link, my boss. I will make a phone call.
Demo, when you tell a man that, the man face light up,
Yo, because Ryan, all when I do me analysis and I lead up to my prediction, you know, my will want to say, and City have Bayern for play, and then I realize City now have nobody for play. So I couldn't even draft it that yard there. I have no card, but see, Demo give me a joker there out of nowhere.
Oh,
So
but
when you say the score will be Ryan, I know you say City are going, but when you say the score will be?
City. Right. Jason. You know, you go feel a heartbreak here, but I can tell you, you know, when say, man, you get farm in the bread and man, I tell you, man, them is a juggernaut. But, you know, I'm going to predict them for win 3-1.
3-1. All right, cool. So, yeah, people. So anybody where they are from the show start, really, really big up and respect people. I want to big up Ryan. I want to big up Demo for forwarding on and just making it flow right through. Not even know how long, you know, 2.5 hour people. So yeah, tomorrow is the next day, people. Game time early morning. I don't know. I'll get up because bad man not sleep. Bad man will sleep when those times come, which is not now. We still a trad and we have whole heap of energy because we are young man and we have a family. Don't make the great fool of people. Me are elders to a lot of these people in the chats, but I'm a young man. So
Yeah.
a lot of
Jason,
living to do, and we are keep bringing the football content. If you like or enjoy what you heard tonight and you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe. We are push out ourselves into the space and we just take our time and grow a channel. But if you love football, people, you will enjoy the content because that's what we deal with around here. Zine, and anybody who was on tonight in the comment section, want for big one up as well. Mac City, Mr. United, just forwarding. Fresh God always there about respect, bro. Who else we have in the chat? Pristine there about. Please subscribe, Pristine. Come I think I see you before. Rockfort there about football one. Yeah, man, the whole on anybody may not big up on yourself. Them I'll get a little bit of relaxation before tomorrow. And you don't know Sunday evening, we forward back and do our next show. And we'll go through and say who are the donkey of the week and who is the best for the week. See? So big up on yourself, people. Get some sleep and we'll see you and we enjoy some football. And definitely at some point on the weekend, people, no one to forget. We never really show much love to the championship and the League One ball of them, but we just want to big up to Oxford United, Barnsley in the playoff battle in a League One. Charlton safe, so good. Them are going in a League One again, and then of course with championship ball of them, Omari with Ipswich, and also Coventry just outside the promotion, but we'll big them up same and see where I'm going with on the weekend. So big up on yourself, people. Jason Gooner, and we are over and out of this place. And we just want to say big up to all of the Gooners them. Keep the faith. Liverpool, keep faith more than Ryan, who give up on him side. And we not even know me only know one City fan. And he's a fair weather City fan where he used to love a next side. And when the money start run, him love City. So we not even give them no good luck because I don't know a real City fan that. Zine? Yeah, man. And the City fan know me I talk to. JD, you have plastic City fan. Go for real.
Jesus, just before you close though, please mention, as you mentioned the City thing, mention them charges now and tell the people what's going to
Yo,
happen.
Demo, I'm tired of them charges thing, yeah, because all them are gonna tell you is some lip service about it soon do and it's soon this. Brother, until me see something definitive, me not talk about it, brother.
All right,
so
clear,
what
clear.
going with the charge thing? Them not charge him.
115 charge will be heard soon. But we want to know if it's because them have so many charge, why them can't just get charged? Because Everton Forest get two separate charge, and them have way less charge than City.
Yeah.
Cause you know, say,
Everton lose points and them have way less charge than City.
them have to be careful.
So that simply means if you're going to break the rules, people, just make sure you break whole heap of rules.
That makes sense.
But that's the only reason why them don't get charged yet, because them say so many, and them have to make sure them get everything right before them charge them. So that
But
simply
if you
means
miss
just break
again City,
enough
you know
rules,
what's
people.
going on, boss.
Them have to
You
take
have to
time
make,
and build them case.
you have to make sure you connect, you can't miss again City.
I think it's that, Demo. Them now want, because once them take it to them and them don't have everything lined up and them lose, they done.
Yeah,
So them want to make sure everything line up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man,
But
them a
big
deal
up
with things
yourself,
like
boss,
them a deal with Diddy.
and thanks for having me on. And big up yourself, Ryan. Big up everybody in the comment section. Make
Say
sure to
good deal.
continue like, subscribe, and share the man thing, brother.
Yeah,
This
man.
this content deserve to have 1 million followers and thing.
Yeah, man, I say, man. Yeah, man, a straight football we deal with, man. And we're not bad mind nobody we deal with other things, because everybody have them style. But you don't know tonight, me delve in some little sensitive topic as well. Me I take my time and navigate them thing there too, because it's a part of the equation as well. So no disrespect to nobody. Everybody have them style. Me see how some new channel that pop up and do them thing. Yeah, man, everybody share up everybody channel, and enough people in the world, enough people. We don't have to fight over them people. Enough of them there. You just get who like you, them watch you, them view you, yeah, and everybody move on. So big up on yourself, people. One Jamaica, we say, and Gunners, me believe in you. Me not care what other people them say about buckle. Me believe in you can do it. So big up on yourself, people. We're out of here. Blessings. Respect again, Ryan and Demo.
Yeah, man, big up.